Hello all. Sorry for being 2 days late. My dumbass forgot to switch some stuff around and TLDR and account for things, and TLDR I was on sub for 2 days. Oops. Oh, there we go. I just figured out how to get that reset. I've never had to do that before. At least not with stream elements. Yes. Need to track down a few things here and there. Some setup issues I realized I forgot to do, but that's fine. That's fine. Mostly that. It was very annoying, but it was entirely self-inflicted for not doing that. Yeah, it's just unfortunately with the way the month was, that one fell through the crap for its chosen time. There we go. Everything should be on, but let's just give, of course, a bit of a test. Yep, we're good. We're good to go. My control mechanisms are working. I do have dinner right in front of me. Leftovers, so it's just a matter of stuff coming up. That made eating dinner later than intended. Anyways, outside of that annoyance, things have been alright. Thankfully, I wasn't intending to do any crafting for my one thing today. The only thing I really would have wanted was to get some crafting done for scripts, but that's about it. Hold on, folks. There we go. That's fixed that. Now I might not have to go in and lance something. I'm probably still going to have to, because expecting shit, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Oh shit, wrong thing I need to do. Ooh, not that, not that. Why do I still have that in my inventory? Holy shit. Thighs, what the fuck? Titanium hot blonde. Well, I might actually be able to turn that in for a mission. Who knows? Shit. I'm gonna have to do that real quick. Right, so we're gonna put this off for another day, because there's another thing I need to do, and as soon as I starting the new relic stuff. Because there at least will be a little bit busy work before I spoiler, just hand over my axe to make the new thing. And it's going to directly translate to the axe, but for this goes on to say it's going to give me the bonus of unlocking every relic copy. So now I can dress any of my guys up with their data relics, which is without having to do the quest. So, immensely good. While we're here, we'll hit up our good buddies, the there we go. Fools? Gotta get rid of some sort of shit I have. Not as much as it might seem. This, get rid of this. I'm just gonna toss it. Need to take a quick second to look over what I've currently got. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of that shit. I don't think I need it anymore. Alright, might. See. Right, that. Need to dump that onto a guy. Or sell it, just to make some money. If I'm getting a lot of it. Ooh, wrong way. We're here for two reasons. Sort. Yeah. These procs for this week, and I didn't check them, and I forgot to check them for all this one underwent, and so in exchange for doing that, a fate for areas I can't go to. But or I can just talk to the win a game of triple triad against the guy from the Forgotten Knight. Wait, of course I don't need to go into him for that, but actually check so I can buy irregular tombstones. That should be enough to just straight up get one of these. Great Horn, Dire Whistle, Revealing Kamui Fight, Blissful Kamui Fife. Now I'm probably gonna take a short break, just eat some more of this. But the first thing we're gonna do after I turn this in, because I just realized this is here taking up space in my inventory, and I need to get rid of, clear up some space in my inventory, and I don't want to accidentally trash it. Whoa, no. Offhand. That's my fault. Into what's in the offhand. Yay! Hold on. Something really here real quick now. Help me. Very minor and a minor but useful. Fuck you. That worked before just fine. There we go. Okay. Oh, we'll also check this guy to see if he's got my stuff. Squadron missions. What do I need? Engineering or... Oh, no, not engineering. I already see it's out. Oop. Might as well do that while I'm here. Not why I came here. I just came to drop that off. We're going to redo a dungeon in observer mode as soon as we can. Unrestricted explorer mode. That means no combat. What dungeon is that? The Fractal Continuum. I've been meaning to go back there because there was lore. There's also some fun things here. Let me just... Oh, I almost forgot to post today's announcements. I'll do that as soon as while I'm eating. I'll craft those up. It was stupid to announce them while I'm eating. Yeah, here it is. So this has the... Wait, there's a letter here in the Goo. Oh, maybe I'm... The second run of the Gate Goo library. You know what? No, I didn't save it. That's right, I'm stupid. Oh well, I thought I did. That's fine. Basically, it's just an incredibly thirsty love letter written from a Rogan leader. Not Logan leader, but Rogan, high up Rogan from the Company of Heroes, who works in Coast of the Soul, to Brave Fox. Yeah, the Goblin. Yeah, it's just a really funny fucking thing to just find in that place. Very funny. I always love a little bit. I always love when the game gets horny. For instance, like with one girl and the two Rogan brothers. Anyways, I'm gonna take a break. I don't like taking breaks early, but food, you know how it is. Anyway. Alright. So, as a reminder, the Fractal Continuum is a museum for the Alligans and their creations. I don't know precisely where anything leads, but there's a specific thing we're looking for here. Other information is welcome. But there's a specific creation. Guide panel. One thing on day life. It's to showcase the various scientific advances to allow Alligan live lives of heretofore unheard ease and efficiency. A Magitech energy generator, bunch of Alligan relics of various kinds. I think some of these are basically the same thing as Gilly. I don't think we were reading up on those. I think it's the same thing. Okay, we're staying within the next room. So Charlie War, see the myriad ways that have replaced flesh and blood soldiers, showing no Alligan citizen need ever lay down their life on battle again. Of course, we know the Alligans absolutely had their people laying down their lives all the time, but here was a bunch of war robots we fought, because that's how it works. Then, right, featured on a math to be on dying to monitor necessarily dispatch particularly violent chimerical contracts. We fought that one. That was the one that kept changing between things. I ended up missing a lot of this stuff because I just couldn't keep reading while we were dealing with the plot. While we were dealing with people finding Sean. Here we go. Namir Knight. A second generation. We've seen these before all the time in the Burning Wells over in Thailand. That's the area covered in orange crystals. And you try to bring the strength of air and the acute vision of an owl. Ever since its lack of time for really finds and limited its practical uses. So they create those monstrosities and unleash them. Unsurprising, but yeah. Or they just got out. They can theoretically fly. It's the Shoddy, fortunately trying one of the first to effectively employ cloning technology. Its high intelligence and custody, its development was hailed as a major breakthrough. The Nagas, among the first successes in playing a void synth, their artificial void synth. That's important. We now know the origin of void synth, but these motherfuckers were making more in a controlled effort, probably from their own people. There ain't an emerging field. So future developments holding great promise. And here we are, the big one we were looking for. The ISK Salon. Highly intelligent contracts employed by elegant engineers for maintenance tasks. Notable flaws include weakness against the elements and certain genetic instabilities. Now, don't these motherfuckers look familiar? Shrink them down a bit. Swap those arms for some scrawny wings for some scrawny arms. They do crafting and such. Welcome to the true origin of the Ixal. Azizla. They're from a floating continent called Atalan. They're from a floating continent called Azizla. You can see how the names drifted and became that. They were just another one of these monsters bred by the Alligans. They escaped, settled in the Twelveswood, pissed off the elements, which they're weak to, and it's possible they didn't even lose their wings because of that. They lost their wings because of genetic drift, and pissing off the elements happened after. I did not even know that was here, but I had a guess, because I had actually spoiled myself on the core idea. Summon a striking dummy, huh? Okay, that's neat. Oh my god, it just lets me show off my fucking... Oh my god, I don't get to show off my fucking... Okay, I figured not, but I had to check. Well, it's good that I now have a way of guaranteeing we can see my LB free. But yeah. There we go. That's the only thing we really came here for. That's a gigantic lore drop, though, that I wanted to get. And the thing is, I don't know for sure if it ever shows up in a game again, but I desperately want it to. I want to show my Ixal friends where they came from. Anyways, now that I took care of that, let's do something real quick. Because I actually forgot to while I was being drafted this thing. I was going to, but... God's giving 12 free games out, by the way. Which I believe it's a freedom to buy campaign thing. They're all very adult games. 2 of them are violent. One of them is a very violent game. One of them I think might be violent and other adult, and the other one is stuff I could not safely stream on Twitch. So I'm not going to go into them. I just thought I'd bring it up. One of the games is Postal, though, and there is the apparently available of Funny Pop, so I thought, what the hell. Plus, yeah, fuck the credit card, the payment processors and their bullshit. Yeah, fuck YouTube. You know they're going to start making it so that if they think your channel is underage, they're going to ask you to give their ID, your ID. I already know a lot of VTubers out there whose response to that would be, well, I guess they're not streaming anymore, bye. Including people like Iron Mouse, who's big enough that they can't afford the fuck. Now, the way my channel is set up, I think I could get away with telling them to go fuck themselves and then just keep going, but if it didn't, I might actually just have to figure out how I'm going to stream without it. Or whether or not I really want to keep doing this. Like, again, no, fuck you. Fuck you. It's complete bullshit. It's unnecessary. It's privacy violating nonsense. Doing Heavensward Armorer and continuing to hunt down the oh no, not continuing to hunt down, my mistake. We're dealing with did I change my title? I swore I did, but now I'm realizing I didn't. Hold on, let me I need to also clear my throat. Jesus. Yep, stopping the return of Titus. Yep, okay, it was right. I did, but I had a moment of paranoia. Return. I somehow misspelled that. Of the primal, just to make sure the joke gets free. Yeah, it's extremely fucking awful, and it's not even legal prompting. I mean, it is. Australia is trying to make them do this in Australia, but like they're doing it in the U.S. just because they want to. And of course, we're supposed to totally trust the reason they're doing this and such. No, fuck you. No, like I'd love to see them bother their biggest creators about this. Mind you, they're apparently also accepting selfies, and for that, I'm just going to point towards my fucking older FleshTuber days, because I haven't stopped doing that. The channels are still around. You just look at the fucking older videos from years ago with my face on it, when I was clearly not a little kid. It's been long enough that if I was somehow a kid at that point, I'd be over 18 anyways. So, I'm going to be, because like, yeah, no, they don't deserve respect for this, because it's bullshit. Bullshit. Anyways, I need to get around to making that macro I wanted to make to, at the very least, have my, Twitch, channel link at one button away. Not for this, for 14 in general, but like my goal here. Then I can make some sort of easy to, nah, like I should probably at least make sure I write up an individual one for each stream. Anyways, down we go. We've got 3 of these things to go, and we wasted most of today's start. Partly because I had to eat, and partly because I really wanted to show off that really fucking rad bit of lore. Personally, while I don't know at this point, I'm sure, I do not doubt that the Vanu might also be descendants of Talon, or they're natives, and they just had the bad luck of knowing they were there. And that hit the backside this time. From the sound of it, though, he doesn't intend to stop there. He had more practicing to mind a full-grown man, but can I ask you to stay near and run stuff for a while? Make sure him with words. Maybe you can guide him with craft. Come on, offer him the aid with him with his work. So while you're teaching by example, you might even learn something new yourself. Like, it's just fucking unacceptable. But of course, they don't they call people reporting on what they're doing, the bullshit they're pulling, liars, and they give boilerplate responses when anyone tries to respond to them, because honestly, we all know their fucking YouTube, Twitter and all that is managed by AI bots by this point, right? Like, someone technically does look at stuff, I assume. He just goes, is this a big name YouTuber? No? And then it gets immediately sent to an AI bot who just writes a boilerplate answer very loosely. And that's me being generous. They might just have truly pure boilerplate. Bullshit. Hi, what's my hair battles? No score like that made me realize something. I ain't never spent much thought for wearing my armor. That's trying to stop me now. You want to help me. Last night, I think I yawned, but I can't take a yawn, but I can't remember, you'll have much to do. That's me, Crash Control, and I came with a whole new view of things on. I'll be burning myself and my customers, boosting a 400 piece. I'll have to be, of course, and then straight run from here to greatness. I mean, I'm trying to stop you because you were not, without describing that, but the core idea of having an understanding of what an adventurer needs out of their armor. Sure, that's a great idea. Yeah, so yeah. Alright, I'm already at that level. Let's see, Blinter appears to be at his wit's end. Oh, the adventurers would say, well, they commissioned me to crack the piece from. They're not trying to end the needs, so that's scummy and spout of a nugget-brained novice. Talk to Vanessa Block and hear the details directly. He should still be waiting over by the winch. But this shouldn't be that bad, because honestly, I did clear out some other stuff. I still think I should be able to beat these this week. I have 3 of these, 3 of them to go. Yeah, we're just going the free days, Monday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday. Cool. Who am I looking for? Hey, Benethar. Great, you are Master Blunter's assistant then? Colleague. That's right, me assistant. That she should hear the job directly. Thought she should hear the job directly from the customer's mouth. Shove it up your ass, you smug asshole. Excuse me for trying to help you out. Anyway, we mean to challenge a great creature of insignificant might, and you can see the manager. That end, I'm using the quality head pick for a monk. Susapaku here. Thank you, Kami. I gotta strike swift and deadly. Can't be wearing no heavy helmets. That's right, Miss Ty, huh? That's probably even Quentin the way of body. That's that you craft the helm, certainly up to forward protection, but also line up to skeleton rumors. He's wearing it. Not that hard. You see what I know? An impossible to request. Not really. You just don't know how to make that kind of. This ID to barely pet steps. Already you cried a feat. Alrighty, I found a consider your client's needs. Alrighty, defeat. What do you want, Tananza? We don't mean to like self-righteous leaks, and you come well, bugger off. Let me get that. Can't tense you throwing an attack on the conservate that you've already labeled impossible. Well, your Haru here confederate your piece to meet those specifications. When it comes to that crafting light and source of armor, most leather workers' cumbers have massive experience. If you hit the grade and take advice of the respective guild masters. And what they bloody know? They even work with the same materials. You waste your time, Haru. You make up your own mind. They work with some of the same materials. Is that the only way he can ask for help? Proud and insufferable. Adagot. Come on, Papa Addison handles such requests, Haru. Yeah, so I'm not his assistant, I'm his co-worker. Seems your mistress. How was it? I'm excited to address some of your labors. Yeah, he's good at his job, he's just not good at thinking outside his box. Mostly because he spends all his time shitting on anyone who does anything any differently than him. I do like the idea of this in theory, but part of me is like, no need. I am both a leatherworker and a carpenter. I know exactly what to do here. But yeah, I mean, like, a light and sturdy helmet is what he wants. And it's not hard, man. It's not easy for your particular job, true, metal, but the idea then is to use the strongest light metal you can, and if you don't feel like you accomplish it enough on its own, compensate by bringing in the strongest leather and woodwork you can in the process, if woodwork is needed. You could probably just do metal and leather, though, my man. Honestly. Bait him! Metal? A metal helm? Sorry to think forward about you. However, I must admit, being somewhat betrayed. Be so petty as to deny you answers, child. As you well know, before one even puts sod of wood, one must first consider the rich variety of the best suits variety of the piece one wishes to craft. Particularly to the armor craft, amongst so many metals available, surely there is one that retains its strength even when beaten sufficiently thin to meet your needs. By the way, someone brought up, you could be. I saw someone who interpreted beaten in his friend's relationship as being extremely gay, and you know what? Now that you actually point it out to me, I vibe with that. You know. Well, no. I do love that though. As much as part of me wishes I could just say fuck it, I'm already a member of the guilds. Having Bean be jealous that I'm taking this commission on for the that I'm working for the Armorers Guild. It's fun. And this one time, if you call my game a fan, see how you have dancing question, always cast the eye toward minimal waste. Which side should life taken from the material by making the approach to very short hair. In this case, however, you must simply need to take care that you have not added unnecessary weight to your quest for sturdiness. Yeah, so. Yeah, if you already, in other words, yeah, I basically already knew that. Those bits, choose a material that's sturdy while being light as fuck. Probably titanium, since that's what the game usually goes for that. Which, to be fair, titanium is the real life adamantium. It is a super strong, super tough, super lightweight metal that always appears in that often appeared in myth and thus later into fantasy. So that was already obvious. And yeah, don't waste any extra material because you want to keep it, again, light. Don't go for unnecessary embellishments. You go for pure structural integrity and protection and nothing else. That would afford you to work with a slightly heavier material if you chose. And good job, Dom. Huh? Did our artisan colleagues have to say? Well, what did our artisan colleagues have to say? Well, let's keep it simple and choose a light, steady metal. Not exactly eyes, but certainly points to get mine. Our best one is probably a mask of some kind. Yep, okay. Crafting! Oh no, what will I do? Whatever will I do? I really get turned around? Yeah, I got really turned around. Okay. None of that. One of that. At least one of that. Yeah, and 5 of it, really. 4 of it high quality. Okay, so I know I have titanium ore somewhere. Saddlebag. Grenade ash, on the other hand, is with my retainers. I really need to get into doing fish again off screen. I haven't done it in a week, saying, you know, fishing boat. It's honestly loads of fun to do. No, 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 no. Iron ore. Yeah, I got some delicates of things to dump in here. Yeah, well, I guess I can't put any more of those. Wait, no, I think I can put silver pieces in the other guy. Looking for, nah, block 4, 9. I only need 2. Wait, wrong one. Wait, no, that's bomb ash, not grenade ash. My mistake. That being said, I think I actually need to go get... let me just... raw materials list. You know what? We're going to take a moment to just go get that. I'm short of raw titanium ore, so... Chocobo Forest. Thing I never noticed, but you. If you got near them, so that's a nice touch. I love their dedication to little environmental storytelling bits. Oop. Passed it by. What the fuck? Ah. It's like, why isn't it still... I forgot to click the thing, because I forgot I need to click the thing. That will probably be all I need, but you never know. I might need more. Short to midterm. So, and some people be wilding with some of their names. Not that I'm criticizing, it's just, you know. Some of the names you see up there. Oh, I should show off my cat book, because we are still doing that over the course of this. Oop, there we go. I got this up to 50. I still need to do these. I couldn't get them to pop, and I decided to say, fuck it. Apparently, Rabble Wings can be pretty fun, but you have to have dedicated groups to do it. But this time I can actually do this. Alright. Alright, that's enough of that. Well, I mean, okay, there's one more over here. Yeah, I didn't think so, so... Doop, doop, doop. On that one LP I've been reading, of this, well, they have not yet covered it. Apparently, they have done all the ARR Beast Tribes, and they're just waiting for them to do the thing. That is very funny, given how many times I've jokingly whinged and whined about it. Wheel spin. It was a real shitty way to just follow up that stream, I did, by the way. I almost went to the my default teleport back to Limsa, but I don't go back to Limsa. So that's where I got the whole Beaton and his guy or friend are reading from, and I'm like, you know what? I completely buy it. Yeah, apparently they have done it. They just hadn't gotten, at least at that point in time that I'm at, around the integrating it into the story. I also don't know if they... I do not know, though, if they've gotten the post-mobile quest, which I have continually going on. And they already acknowledged they existed in this... Okay. Okay. I should honestly just make as much of this now. Okay, so I need 2 of these. Oop. Honestly, I don't give a shit about EXP too much right now, so... We're going to make a bunch of these different things via what I can. Then this lets me avoid using 2 water crystals when I'm low on, when I have abundance of fire. Might as well. Ain't gonna hurt anything. Yeah. Boop, boop. Boop. Dang. Art raffle was part of. I just checked it. It didn't see a message pop up in my thing, so I didn't think I won, but I did want to just check just in case I did not. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get my old D&D character. My first one. And Art, I know this type of person can draw well because she does Gobby Girls real well. Do 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 do. Boo boo do. 3 bucks. Nice, nice, nice. That's not solid name. Yes. That's that. Now this. Pretty sure rose gold nuggets can only be made by goldsmithing. I have an ungodly amount of that stuff, and I only need 1 of them. So I'll pull out a single thing of rose gold, a single panel of high quality demon leather. Okay, that's not what. Hold on. Let's see. Really don't need that now that I've got this in here. Where is it? Demon leather, roof of shadow lag, 1. Next I need. I'm down to 1 of these. I'm keeping the high quality, and I wouldn't be surprised if that to turn in for the leatherwork quests. Next is where's my copper? That's iron. I just literally put that in there. I know for a fact it's in here somewhere. Copper, copper, copper. There we go. Forgot about that. That's what it looks like. Oh, da, da. Rose gold. Da, 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 da. I'm also happy they finally did the Alexander stuff and all the other big side stuff that I've done, so I can read their takes on it. Disagree with some of their complaints about the early bits of Alexander. You know, the whole, is he a primal? Is the entire thing a primal, or is it partially one, which eventually led me down to a rabbit hole where I discovered I had misunderstood how primals worked. Primals do not passively temper people unless you're involved in the summoning. It's an active process they have to choose to do. It's only the creation of them that tempers someone. So that means that that's part of why Alexander never ended up tempering anybody. And a lot of and the other is, well, seemingly it's because Alexander was summoned similarly to how Yazael was summoned at Sheba, with what I hadn't even realized during Quest was a bit of old Charlian tech and buildings. Only one part of it really looked like Charlian buildings, but that's probably because being a robot integrated the mechanical stuff better. Anyways, I got that. Now let's everything I need. Oh, God. Anyways, wheel spin. Thought I fucking pressed you. Why didn't you pop up? Okay, that's okay. I think my Twitch commands are not working. What the fuck's going on here? Oh, okay, I didn't actually activate anything. Good. Okay. But while that's happening, I need to go to address this unfortunate issue. Sorry about that. Boop. There we go. That should sort me out. Burp, 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 burp. There we go. You'll need to correct a thing or two, but didn't even need to be high quality, but I did it anyways. It's the best way to do it. Yeah. Honestly, after we finish off doing the quest, we're probably going to do an hour or two of the firmament stuff, just exploring that, and that will be it. Because, like, I do want to earn just enough scripts that I can buy a bunch of, or at least some of my favorite turquoise blue. Mr. It's good to see you. Have you brought them on we requested? Titanium Mask of Striking. It's very much not a helmet, but it'll at least protect his fucking mouse from being hit with shit. You expand time. Let's see what impossible PTO is then. I love the guys posing for it. It's titanium, it's so sad, but you shipped to master. So, Shark's cows reinforce the weak points. Bloody genius. Have it, I can just jump and spin benefit of it at all. It must grip a horror, Mistress Horror. It'd be a straight spike across like about your monk's face. Now, but you still call on your services again in the future. I mean, you can still get the top part of his face, but I reckon you had done a full turn time to guild masters, but look what you accomplished. My eyes ain't been opened as wide as I thought. Well, my advice is to join all free, all guilds and become an Omnicrafter. Even the yes, especially the cooking guild. You know how much I've grown since when I could cook my own food and use it to out of that growth? Nah. So I've worked out what my character's RP backstories. So there are parts about my headcanon of who my warrior is, like, and where they came from, and that I pull over that, and parts I leave behind. But the core is what I think I once said, and the reason for the name Haru Fox. She was a Zila orphan from a shipwreck, picked up by some pirates. This was long enough ago that, you know, this was still new, and they were kind of on... Whirlwibb's take on this was either non-existent yet or new. Either way, they weren't keen on becoming... signing up on everything, so they were one of the few crews to still pirate around. But they also weren't stupid and didn't want to pick a fucking fight with, the Admiral, the Maelstrom, so they, you know, just tried to stay out of their way, and while they did, you know, pirate on the other places, they never went after Limpso themselves, and so that they were at least a little bit more tolerated than, you know, some of the ones who didn't. I see them with barely contained fury. What's more walking? Well, I took another job on that conjurer and his mates. Well, that's this time. Did my best. Did forge it and reforge until I thought I had a piece of it. Might be pleased with. Take a look at my sure enough. She's they can take the fancy lantern and toss her into that damn sea. looking at the bench, but I doubt even you could settle that over a particular pit sticking lass of his. I mean, look, I play the glamour game and everything, but that's the key to glamour lane. It doesn't matter what it actually looks like. It's functional, and then you can just pick something pretty over it instead. Anyways, he was raised by them in the ways of camaraderie, and I will say, gunnery, but that of course got left inside because nobody fucking here taught how to be a better gun person. But that didn't get picked up until Ishgard opened up. Mr. Sorrow, I know up to it. I just missed a little bit of dialogue she's got. Not to make me long, your colleague appears to have been our commissioner for the pick. Here, but to promised armor. Yeah, oh, he made me some armor, right? Oh, so I thought he was making a weapon, but armor. I thought it's absolutely dreadful. Nobody's looking like an oversized hill. Imagine the portraits they would paint. Imagine the sculpture. I think she's quite about appearance. Thus, I would ask you to catch her caress as eye-catching as it is unyielding. For man, I'm designed to offer experience spinning as she did last time. Yeah, no, this one's on you, her for being a. I'm sorry, look my ass. I hope you enjoy dying while looking pretty. Huh, I didn't even know that was a big group thing you could have. I'm not looking away from that. That's very useful. Especially when I'm doing my crafters. Anyways, but yeah. That's of course where things diverge because nobody fucking roleplays the Warrior Light because you can't ever because then everybody gets to be the Warrior Light, and unless you're doing some sort of multiversal server where into the Warrior Light verse is going on, you're just gonna wanna. So, him and Fashman functional takes us in the middle of the gods with waivers. So I call upon them as their guild masters. Oh, you know what? I do like this as is. It's fun. This is a fun way of handling it. Having the armorers take advice from the other guilds. Honestly, that just makes me assume glamour isn't a thing in the universe if someone's bitching about what their armor looks like. Get a glam! Fixes everything. I should have just teleported. Anyways, the RP bits is where it comes in, and so the RP backstory I'd go with, at least the way it looks like now, is they were a marauder. Rose up the ranks of the maraudering real high because they were already skilled. They just didn't have access to the techniques developed by Limsa. After also joining the Maelstrom and, picking up a few things here and there over time. They, eventually proved herself enough to be given a chance to join the Rogues, where she, again made a name for herself, including picking up a few ninja tricks from Yuri's adventures with them, Austrian adventures with them. Oh, you seek to apply this ability to weaving to your efforts in armorcraft. How strange, first is welcome in a similar subject to a rugged Rogan fellow. That's to be asking, but listen with earnest and enthusiasm nonetheless. Looks like he listened to what was saying and didn't try to do it himself anyways. I became rather pessimistic. The lake should roll along the method of form versus function. Enjoy. I ask that you consider the use of color in your designs, not simply the choice of hue. Name shade can have a drastically different impact when enhanced with a lustrous, glossy sheen. That is true. Good point. That looks fantastic with a wondrous golden sheen. But I do have that she's done some stuff like learn some conjuring here and there. She's not a conjurer because, much like myself, she's very much not fond of but picking up an odd bit here and there, so she at least understands what people are talking about when they start talking about conjuring shit, and knows how to better heal up her own wounds. I do very much mean a minor bit. That's the same with a lot of the combat classes, though some more so than others. Lancers learned a little bit before getting pissed off about Gridania nonsense and leaving. Oh, you got a precious metal to your neighbors in my armorcraft, are you? Southern Swan once walked some a plate that featured the most extravagant embellishments. Just elements, but not alongside the harsh demand to combat. There then, in second departure that are less likely struck, the edges and hollows, for example. That's what I would do. She has, because she's at least a bit of a battle trucking, absolutely joined the pugilist shield and such and learned how to better punch and such. Much like how I had again my character's personality. You know, she loves combat, she loves making some money, but yeah, over time she's grown to be one of the heroic types that loves helping people for helping people's sake. Kicking ass and taking names is a very pleasant secondary benefit. I don't know if I've had her want to make it so she picked up Dark Knighting or not. I'm thinking about that. Oop, wrong way. But nor Red Maging, because I'm not sure how to fit that within the current limited number of them. I will say she is a warrior, not just a marauder, but she picked that up after the Maelstrom started getting taught by the others. Notably, and of course her mechanistry happened the moment she was allowed into Ishgard. Oh wait, no, we're not talking. Hold on. The Be My Blood, any guests? Yeah, it sounds like he tried. Well, what did Artisan Seville have to say? But the shiny bits and less likely hit places and make it choose a good color. There's the dark tube of mine, so it's burnished until it gleams. Getting the edge of its brighter metal and rose gold should do nicely to provide an eye-catching contrast. Again, titanium is fine choice. Yep. And this was for a man instead of Atlantic Queen. Yes, and for the crust fit for a queen. This would be maiming your enemies in style. Yeah, who would have think it would be more titanium? Oh wait, me. I did. More dollar leveler, and this time titanium rivets. Oh my. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and make a blacksmith again. Right, bomb ash. We need bomb ash, or grenade ash. So, well, I figure it, her connection to the big events going on is that she is actually a scion. It's just very loose connection. She joined the actual organization, like, a few days before the Crystal Raid shit happened, which is the main reason why she avoided most of the kerfuffle herself. The only Crystal Raid that remembers she existed were the one that immediately tried to fucking kill her in the area when the order came down, and once they were dead and things were scattered to the wind, most of them just assumed they were killed by some other member, because again, she joined that recently that most people just didn't know her. Whereupon she disappeared into Limsa, which she knew would be safe from this bullshit. And the moment Ishgard opened up enough that she could enter, she was, she made, whereupon she started back up the business she was doing before she tried joining the Scions and dreaming big. Boo doo doo doo. Anyways, they got more with the so is that well, actually no, I changed my mind. She started up a new bit of work, inspired by her time with the rogues and everything, and being a member, but not one who's straight up high ranking. She started up an investigation business, becoming a in-universe investigator. Yeah, mostly going around poking her nose in the business, get sit closer to your standard real life investigators and what you see Briarden and Hildebrand get up to. Even if she wished it would involve a lot more violent kerfluffles to get involved with. The fact is, she was, at least at that time, not exactly very high on the totem pole, being at best on the level of the likes of Hoary Boulder and such. But, the one Crystal Raid she killed wasn't exactly high ranking either, so on that front either. It's just, he overestimated himself with dealing with a Scion, and she lived and he didn't. Shortly after setting this business up, she discovered that Katari was alive and putting out healers for, help finding their Scions. So she, the head again is that the OCRP character, if I ever actually use that, because I like coming up with characters, so this is fun to do trying to make it fit within this world. This is that she was one of the people helping look for the Scions, the other higher-ranking Scions, basically. Possibly even the one who gave up the tip that Filomena had come back. Oh, both groups made it, so I might as well. Again, this uses fire and the other uses water, so I might as well. I will say, at this point in the timeline of things, she's a lot stronger than she was, and might have actually stood a chance of kicking the Warriors like ass at some point earlier on in her career, but, like, again, that's only within the specific specialty of gunning. He's as good as this Warrior Light when it comes to a gun, but of course the Warrior Light is a multi-talented individual with access to a whole boatload of shit she does not, so she still ended up getting her ass kicked. I mean, the reason for that, of course, is just because that's my main class, so having it be the one thing she actually is supremely talented and good at, and also because it fits better with the, you know, investigative detective shtick, vibes-wise, in my opinion. How much rose gold do I need? Only one. I knew I would need this shit. How much? Oh man, I'm almost out of gold. Chunks of gold. I might not be able to make any more rose gold. Which is fine, I don't... Sorry, my drink went down. My drink went down the wrong pipe. I had an idea for a dish. I like to, every so now and again, pick up some imitation crab stuff. And I had the idea of shredding some of that and mixing it with cottage cheese and maybe a bit of garlic powder and just a bit more, some sliced up onion. Trying to think of what else to add to it. To make a essentially a seafood salad. Trying to think of maybe something that had just a touch of spice, because I have enjoyed that stuff before. Maybe a little bit of crackers ground up, crushed up, and mixed in. I've had that. I had a really good Cajun seafood salad once that I was never able to find again at the store, and it had that, and it was amazing. Eat. I'm gonna see what this looks like on my character. That's all. Oh, by the way, there was I'm reminded of a fun event, Valentine's Little Ladies Day event that happened the year before we started streaming. This is a really good looking one, and I disagree with the color choices. I personally think, look at that. Now, I do agree, darker is better. Look at that polish. You wanted it really dark, but that would still have the purple edge to it. Just that, so it gleams purple mixing with the gold. But I think this one pops better. Purple gold, in my opinion, the much better rose gold or not combo than any other colors scheme with color with gold. Not color scheme, but yeah, gold plus purple just looks together because it is the essence of rich fuck. Probably because for a long time, purple was like something you could only get like from like one resource in nature. But yeah, so when her work to help the Scions got her invited to, you know, get permission to actually enter Ishgard, she immediately fell in with the Mechanists and rose up to become, in that one discipline, the Warrior Light's equal. Again, it's my favorite class, so. How is Pepe's armor coming along? It is the nice Frenchy armor. Personally, it's not spiky enough for Dragoon in my opinion, but I like it. at least when it's, you know, with a non-cloth armor. Don't have me force on that spear wheel, and she demon actually approves of. Hold still a moment. Oh, I do love the flat, like, showing off. Look how hot I work wearing this. So some of the rose gold gives it a hint of elegance. You've outdone yourself, Haru. I especially love the colors. Maybe the most beautiful dress I've ever owned. My thanks, Mr. Shaw. Aside from the armor's obviously beauty, I can see it has been carefully crafted to withstand the rigorous combat. Now that you have addressed my concerns as Bella, that only leaves... Oh, is this why you called me here? It's been more a coin on gear we don't need. Sorry, he's just giving me anime glasses haver vibes, which can often be, at least initially, come off as dick bags. One manga, you should be the first in line when it comes to race argument. All I've done, your ability to engage photo face to face. You need new armor. That certainly is fine. You should look at your own abilities, healer. If you weren't so slow with your spells, then maybe we wouldn't have to rely on expensive armors to save our hides. Until I saved you from the brink of death. You don't see anything fun at the bit for injury that forced me to assault with armor in the first place. I enjoy being wounded. Makes sense I risked my life to save yours. As I expect, then you can try fighting without me. Alright, they'll just find somebody who's qualified. Walk away then. Alright, we shall find a replacement soon enough. Hey, now you think they've been you don't think they've been friends since childhood? No. I entirely believe that. They constantly feel like they're gotta love intergroup toxicity represented in the story. It's like the Ventures have their own problems. Intergroup toxicity. I have to say, find the right armor to have to rigorous stress ain't one of them. Your work was masterful. That's right, Haru. I really did, but even begged that Weaver bloke and all that teach me something about design. I have a lot more to learn about when I come sort of science in it when I understand his customer needs. And this is the one I should really be talking about. So much matter. It's cracked to meet a client's wishes. If you want to know what I got on print, it'll be hard. My spirit, I never thought today come on for the maid's big for that Harvey's help. I might change my way. I like this. This is an excellent part 2 to the story. A lot of these are just new stories. I love that this one is a part 2. Where instead, this asshole learns to change and grow as a crafter. Rapid synthesis. Yeah, boy. I think I'll make one small bowl of stuff, and if I like the initial base idea, I'll expand on it more. There's more stuff. That being said, I was really going to use diced up onion, but I think I'm going to go for much more thinly sliced. So it can be mixed in better. No, I talk to this guy not. Actually, does Hinanza say anything now that he's had that revelation? How is your expense? I know he can be able to talk. Okay. We should trust you with a commission. I've had another commission that conjurer book, but I'll be heads full of learning lessons for now. Do you think you can take the job from me? When Bonta and his crew at the usual spot near the drowned winch. Oh. I need some matching earrings to feel extra fierce in this mask. Oh, hey. They're both there. So I haven't seen you before, Mr. Taro. As a matter of sense, we have little luck in recruiting new gladiators since my falling out with them on manga. Besides, have a shield made to offer it's a bonus to potential outfits. I was hoping to have you forge it. I'm not entirely sure what manner of shield would be unsuitable. And concerning the heated words we exchanged, I cannot wait to ask the aspects of the only letter with whom I have acquaintance. Need to go on manga, research the manner of shield in my stead. Maybe left to journey to Ishgard. It's really the tournaments with the girl over knowing on how his lover was not but an excuse to put some distance between us. That won't set us rare permission to even set foot inside the city. Then before the gates of freezing in the decrepit old armor. Yowz. Does not hold fucking back. Yeah, so far my opinion of the mount horses, which are honestly very copy paste, I prefer Shivas. This one is very nice visually. I like Fire Horse at the design, but when I know I could just the choice between this and a mount that plays the Shiva music over Ifrit's, which isn't bad, but Shiva's music is fucking rocking. Yes, no, I'm not tired. It's not just getting frustrated. It would not be not now be Ash with that more of a venturing brother and require gain such abilities. You know, maybe that even I be passionate. So in a holy direction. So I had to meet my goddess Helene. Armor from Lynn. So what is the talk? Should trade for a moment. 10 minutes. Are you able to enter Ishgard? You are. Today my glory to Saint Roman should you pray before the statue of the Fury in my stead. Oh no, should you to watch over my companions, and I share my thoughts on the shield. This is yours. Ah, the love he was going to meet with the god he worshipped, and he was going to pray to her to his friends. I want to talk to this guy. Oh, I want to say everybody's here. You're a freedom pastor to get to your legion. Saying you require? No, I just want to talk to the guy who said he'd kill somebody if they dared ask about daring to keep morale up. I just remembered that guy did that bullshit, and his dialogue does change. Like one thing I never noticed, by the way. So the Brute Justice fight, I talked about how Swindler reminded me of Swindle. The problem is, of the construction cons, he's the only one I really remember because of Transformers Animated making him very memorable. But all of the parts of Brute Justice are represented the Constructicons Transformers. Swindler, Blaster, Blast Off, Vortex, Texer, Onslaughter. You see that this. Nearly all of them are just added to the end except Blast Off, who trades the off for an to the name. God, this is so fucking convenient to having that fun. But yeah. What was I going to talk about? And Brute Justice is Bruticus, or I forgot exactly what its full name is, but yeah. So Alexander just got even more awesome. And the best part, though, about that, though, is the Brute Justice theme song. I hadn't noticed the lyrics. In the lyrics, it has a group of children singing using goblin speak for their great hero, Brute Justice, to slay the evil warrior of light. It is amazing. Every time I learn more, it gets better and better and better. Just fantastic. Oh, my beloved, then. Taking my notions quite seriously, but I fear Benson will mock me for it. I mean, I think they take it more seriously than you're just saying you're going to meet a lover. For that side issue, exactly. I suppose that would change depending on the way you ask, but for most would appreciate one that didn't drag on their arm as if it weighed a ton. As always, light but sturdy, which makes sense. The rest of you can be heavy as can be. Over heavy, because, you know, but the arm needs to move. You always with the titanium, the middle of the slight shine. I hope for one would be overjoyed to own a hop-on cut of such a show. Hope that answers your questions. Well, maybe you'd already have one if you didn't throw a bitch fit of your friend trying to keep you fucking safe by buying you better armor. I'm not being nice to him right now, and it is 100% deserved. Hey, what do you know? Almost as if hoarding is the best thing to do. You make a crafting system, you make me want to fucking hoard every goddamn thing I can. And you know they do it on purpose. They sell fucking retainers. Oop. I don't want to go to Falcon's Nest. No. I was almost tempted to go anyways to talk to Red Ball, but I probably wouldn't see anything about his kid in there. Boo, boo, boo. Alright, let's go. Now, I picked up enough. Pretty sure I have enough for this, material-wise. Raw material list. Yeah, I have everything I need. So, I already have 2 titanium ingots, meaning I only need 2 titanium nuggets. 2 grenade ash, and then I'll also grab the stick. And the other guy. Is it all gonna be all titanium gear? No, it's probably going to eventually have me make some adamantanium gear. It'd be I would be disappointed if I didn't get 1 piece of armor made of titanium, but Adamantium. Ooh, almost out. Let me check a thing real quick. It's back here. Yep, okay. Hollowed chestnut. That's gonna get replaced by something, but yeah, that's fine. That's good for me. Okay. Again, choosing to use blacksmith, because I'm already leveled up enough to get the next level of jobs anyways. Well, actually, no, I'm not. But I'll get there anyways, because I've got so many ways to get that shit up. I don't mind doing background grinding time for during Stormblood's events. I just didn't really want to make waste crystals when I don't have to. Boop, 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 boop. One more. So I didn't grab enough titanium after all. Oops. Where's the titanium? Ah, there we go. I kind of love that dragged me down. Oh my god. I went for the effort of fixing the thing so it would actually fucking do the wheel spin and I forgot to do it. I'm sorry. So we're gonna have to do guys, we're having I didn't fix it. It's not fucking working. That's irritating. Let me just turn this thing on and off. See if that fixed it. Because we're about to have to do it again. Okay. Alright, I think I fixed it now. Yeah, it's not working. Shit. I don't know why this isn't working. I'll have to fuck around with this off screen, guys. Until then, we're gonna have to go for manual fucking control. Thank God this didn't happen while I was doing Deus Ex. It's almost time, so we're just gonna go into 3 of these because, again, I fucked up, and that means I owe you an extra one. I did not land on double spin. Okay. Okay, so 19 point, yeah, so one set of 14 on the 20 pounder. We'll just do the next one a little bit early because why the fuck not? I might have an idea why this is being the way it is, but that's still fucking irritating. Let me test a different thing while I'm at it. Yeah. Nope, not even the other control option worked. It's just not... I think it's because my control software actually needs to be updated, and I just stupidly forgot to do that. Or check to see if that was a thing. So, I'll have to update it when I can. Okay, so... we got an hour of Windows sounds going on in the background. I gotta get up and do 20 squat. And also, we'll start with the weight lift. For the moment, I'm gonna go do what we came here for. But, yeah, I can't believe I fucked that up. Sorry about that, guys. No. I'm not gonna bother with that. Oh my god, you son of a bitch. You wasted my fucking... I don't give a shit about your maps right now. Yeah, I could do an Archeo skin, but I don't have time. What a quinky dink. Bow down, bow. Run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ooh. That arm's feeling extra strained today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, well that's that done. But I'll do the squats in a moment. I have more than enough to get through here, but fuck, I got hit with this. I'm not getting hit with this again. Boop. 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 Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Doo. Dude. Oh, fuck you. That should not have had you do that. Oh no. Guys, we're having some, the internet's in the dumps right now. Shit. Give me a moment to see. Okay, well, it fixed stuff. I don't know what the fuck just happened. I do wish this thing would stop being stupid. Oh, you clicked off? That must mean you want me to pop off. 14, stop being a stupid cock. I don't even know why I chose that particular word. It's not even like I use that a lot in my language. In the day-to-day, it just kind of came out. I'm just fucking frustrated. That somebody decided I can't click on anything on OBS without fucking throwing a temper tantrum. Anyways, we're gonna go for even more titanium because this is stupid and I hate you. The game, not you guys. Anyways, yeah. Hello. One last one. There. That should cover any future needs. There. Now I'll go back to Limsa. And then I will the internet's dropping out again. I'm not gonna get up to do the stuff while the internet's going to fuck up too much for you guys to register what's happening. This is honestly pretty shit. If it happens again, I'm gonna take a short break. Honestly, I need to take a break for other reasons. Actually, I'm gonna take a short break anyways. I need to take a break for other reasons, and hopefully the internet will stop shitting itself. Then Alright, folks. We appear to, oh god, it really kept going, but it appears we're sorted out. I'm gonna let the game continuing its thing, then I'll get up and do the spots. This isn't me just trying to put it off. This is me looking at it's a 6% drop frames. I'm like, ugh. Seems just the drop frame percentage just keeps going down and down and down. Alright, I need to take the mission over there. So we're just gonna do this part here. Since, like, I don't think anyone here is gonna be too upset if you miss, like, a second of crafting. I don't need 5, really. But it's better than getting fucked by this. Boop. Boop. Stupid asshole. Why do you do this? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna try to fix this OBS so that it stops doing that. I'm hoping that if I position it better. Sometimes this thing's just a stupid asshole, and I have no idea why they designed it. It's fucking weird and nonsensical, and I don't like it. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Get the fuck out of that screen. There we go. I was fixing the thing so I could see the entire screen. I hate that, by the way. That's such a fucking annoying piece of shit function. But I can't do anything about it. Yeah, okay, we haven't been losing any frames. Thank goodness. To the internet. So we'll move to the final part of the craft, and then I'll get up and while it's doing it, I'll get up and do the chiz. Yeah, you know the worst part about this YouTube stupid fucking ID thing is because YouTube also doesn't have the fucking balls to follow it up with reversing some of its moronic positions that fucks over a lot of creators that would at least make it a little bit more palatable. Because if you're going to basically make it so that large chunks of the site are off limits to people who are under 18 anyways, you might as well finally stop kneecapping creators for daring to not be PG-13. You know? If you're confused, people will get demonetized on YouTube if they fucking swear within the first few minutes of their video. Because YouTube wants their kids to be, every YouTube video to be appealing towards the youngest of children that watch it. They're not supposed to do that legally to the COPPA, and they're explicitly designing things so that they're, you know, the YouTubers are the one that's saying it's fault when, of course, they make YouTubes to how YouTube tells them to. But, yeah, it's all a bunch of bullshit. Like, part of me isn't even against the idea of banning kids from YouTube. It's just, there's no really good way to do it. It's all a flawed system that's basically asking to get doxxed. Look at what fucking happened to T over in the UK. Instantly fucking doxing millions. And the only ones that were safe were the ones smart enough to use selfies taken in Death Stranding, which fooled their fucking AI bullshit. But, you know, they're too prideful to do that, and too greedy. They're going to fight to make this kit, simultaneously make this site unusable by adults, and not being legally allowed to aim for kids in some places. It's like, well, we don't want kids doing this, and then you do everything, and then you fuck over the people who make actually adult-oriented content. Yeah, there we go. It's fucking horrendous. And YouTube can kindly go fuck itself. Boop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2. Now I just realized I need a new drink. Give me like 5 seconds. Not like Twitch is much better. If anyone online tries to tell you it is, oh, I actually have a low quality one in my bag. The irony. But yeah, Twitch has its own problems. So far, it's not doing anything privacy violating, but it is all 4 other brands of stupidity and bullshit. Because, well, we all know how fucking hypocritical Twitch is. Creating allowing people to, make basically softcore pornography on their site, reverence its rules, and deciding, because it was making them so much money, they just passed it to everybody, only to immediately back up because they implemented it poorly and infected the entire site. And then they changed the rules to make a bunch of shit on the site that is on there illegal, but only really go after and bother the 2 of us while hot tub streams are around. Banning when their favorites get in trouble, they make sure to keep their bans to only happening on their days off, or just giving them, you know, a couple days off every so often, which of course the big morons and their defenders will tell you is really bad because it fucks with your shit. It doesn't. Not enough to matter. If you're really a persistent rule breaker on that level, you should be gone. Not given a couple days off a year. That's what it is. The fucking days off. Unpaid time off. Mr. Taro, can I assume that your presence means that our new gladiator shield is ready? And, oh, the first one that's actually on the table this time around. Yeah, I definitely need to put ice in this. I'll do that as soon as this cutscene's over. But none of this lecture, man. Let's have a look at this piece you've been working on. Of course, those goobers immediately start posing, even though he's not even looking at them. I had never seen tiny imposter plentiful. Like someone in a storybook. That's our job as always, Mr. Charles. Well, the shield is insensitive. Never mind, so flying over to them to join our party. I've hosted our room notes. Now we have but to wait. What are you doing here? I thought you were too good for new equipment. Hey, Pong, I could never have bothered if I'd known who to post the offer. I know not accept aught from you. Okay, so they be fucking. Or at least they want to be fucking. This one, I'm 100% on Team UST with this one. You sundry asses, just to make you like each other. Why must you be so sudden? It's hard to accept gifts from a friend. It is not accept a pie from you until you spend some coin on yourself. Number right now to swap with your purse. No, I could never afford it. I truly really tell you've done for me, but limits, well, you cannot continue to venture on those rags. They still feel as consoled as you can, so you fail to care for your own. Oh, I never knew you felt that way, but how could I not? But how about you hard after all? Your role plays you square in harm's way. Yet, speaking honestly, with you scared me more. Hey, friend, but would join the party if you would have me. Well, you're not only glad to be trust. Now I'm assuming you consider my own protection, so you please just take the shield. With pleasure. This awful honor is a masterpiece. What a surprise. That man would come running for a shield he'd always wanted. Damn honor, I could have guessed what posted that recruitment notice in the first place. What are the odds? Yeah, these two are like, what are the odds that you get a more public chance to serve my customers? And I'll be able to afford you some new armor, and it won't cost you a single gil. And I've got a weaver friend who'll sell you some fancy new condiments for the price of the asking. You speak shortly. This would sell all our homes in one fell swoop. Oh yeah, I since you're a software master Lancer. Want me to sit armor and match this wonder shield, I'd be eternally grateful. You want it light and study then? You want it light and study then? I'll be right back as soon as I'm done. Ah. Wait, this is the end of the quest line? It can't be it, is it? I thought we'd be doing one more. Oh, I like that dark green. That looks good. And play it makes me feel normal. I cannot thank you enough. Did we finish this? I guess I wasn't paying attention to what part of the quest line it was. Oh, success everyone. Thank you, Master Lancer. Bah, so to help. All part of the service. Friends, for your sake, that will be. I'll get to engage a terrible foe and show ourselves worthy of these gifts. You're talking to answer. Nonsense was right, so no to I become a different man. They have been reforged. That can't be it, right? No, it's not. So what's the conclusion gonna be? I don't know where this is going. I thought it was fair. I thought I had it pegged, but nope. Guess not. Boom, boom. We'll start the last of this. I'm gonna try to squeeze in starting at least getting the introductory quest out of the way for Carpenter. In order to complete this quest, you must have learned that. Yep. Thankfully, I have enough spare. Ah, did you hear? Our venturing friend is back from their something. So we're gonna give him a big old some welcome. It should go on too, so you can see how well my armor held up to a fresh support defense. Go ahead and do the witch if you like. Oh, now I have a foreboding feeling. Anyway, I'll be back in a few moments. I need to go get myself some ice for my drink. Sorry, we had a part of that was we had a bit of a disconnect, and also we was unfortunately distracted by someone being themselves. Well, they don't look too good. I don't know. They thought that thing was fast. I'm 7 health. Haven't you got? We better shift to that. There's 2 sources of my spells. How I've been positioned myself poorly. If there was a problem with me, Alman, you'd best tell me. Don't lie to me, lad. I need to know if it works out of scratch. You'll not hurt my precious feelings, I promise you. It was the armor. You know, I could have wished for it, but too light around the shoulders. I couldn't swing my sword the way I wanted. I think it's too just a place for range of it. So much for understanding my client's needs, eh? Alright, I got new shit. Right now, me craft ain't good enough for the kind of equipment Von gun needs. The mask here, it's called in a customer. The minus army or hammer can manage. What have you done to deserve such kindness? You saved my life, right? Maybe the right armor, I can help save yours in turn. Man, my son, so come my friends, let's ascend to the call. We should meet our nemesis once more. Even the kind of armor he's good at making it isn't always what he thought it is. That's last. Just make sure there's no mistakes this time. I'll be head to that ask what style armor works best for him. Oop. Change events to unselling. Plenty of many plain insults me. In any case, armor designs may not be the only factors considering. The secret of mine is considering their recent excavation efforts. Oh, you should join Bloodstar at the Gladiators Guild and system with his inquiries. Maybe have Blinders Guild when you have the answers you need. Have the answers you need. Sorry, I'm a little thrown right now. Just both a different tone and also just annoyance. Gladiators, right? I almost never go there, so it took me a moment to. Not exactly like I need to go there a lot when I'm not an older, since I'm not, you know, a gladiator. Had to zoom in to actually find the entrance reliably. Got away, did you? I've been back by now, so damn sword has only stopped training long enough to talk to me. And so that's over there, but it seems she don't like me disrespectful tongue. Oh yeah, alright, see if I can see one of these other blokes. Right, put on to see we're looking at a piece with what's heavy on them protecting the chest. Those the arm, the full range of movement. Sounds like a look onto me. You know what I was thinking of after hearing Ron Red Schultz? That was the long way to come on so much I already knew. My city, she will see if the Fudge Red had more luck than us. I want to make something super duper extra awesomely protective, huh? Minus gives. Yeah. Sorry, just annoyance. Head out, monster. Don't know yet. Must be something excited that you want to bring her all the way out here. It's good times for our little friends. We thought all sorts of everything to exhausted. New scenes where recently discovered lands that once part of the Allegan Empire. What's the way, man? Oh, we can resume production of animal sites. The ancients. Not only that incredibly, it's also bad for its unique elasticity. It makes it easier to move in. Hey, if there's no give, the harder metals tend towards cracking. Look at me to and stuff. Now that's what I call ideal armor. That's the information for you, Haru. Forge one way and I inside look at one will fend off even the most savage of blows. I'll leave you to it then. See you back in Limsa, lass. Yeah, I know. It's an annoying interruption to have, but I'm still going to at least start and try to get at least partly through whatever the carpentry crest is. Maybe I should have done that while I was in. I didn't really think about that. I didn't think it was looking like I had a lot of extra time, and then I kept having to stop for something. Script change. Armor. Oh, I already bought armor. I'm stupid then. I'm an idiot. I'm a dummy dum. I didn't think I already had it. Well, it's not like it's a big... First of all, I just want to see what this Lorica looks like. I'm pretty sure I have the stuff for it. I'm going to feel pretty stupid if I don't. That is an interesting armor type. I do like the one side more armored. That fits Gladiator X style. Raw materialist. Deep-eyed ears. That's something I'll just buy. Gotcha. This one I'm not surprised. Boop, boop. I'm gonna try to do some of these maps off screen. Just because they give me good shit. Even if I have to do them on my own. So I need 3 of these, so... Hey! Mirod! Gildy! Right when he teleports out. Anyways. Boop. Boo doo doo doo. Doo doo doo. There we go. Alright, well, there's one big... You are the stupidest motherfucker I've ever met. Sometimes launcher or game AXE or whatever the proper term I should use for this hot garbage. Alright, well, I don't need to make that. I have one of those elsewhere. Adamant type rivets. That's going to require one, isn't it? Let me guess. Oh, what a shock. Alright, I'll go ahead and just make that now, and then just make another one again in a moment. Boop, boop. Make myself a new nugget, because I wasted my old nugget. Well, not wasted, but used one of my planned nuggets. Boop, boop. Nope, boop, boop, boop. That Pokemon Quest I saw had a really fun moment recently. Sorry, this is being extra stupid in the way it's handling things. It's pretty clear that the people who designed this game did not really know what they were doing when it came to handling multi-monitor setups for some reason. All right. Grade 1 Vitality Dissolvent, of course. Crafting, Wyvern Wing, Volcanic Rock. Okay. Deep-eyed Tears. Buy the Deep-eyed Tears first. How did I forgot it was one word and accidentally hit W instead of E consistently? Yep. Fuck it. If I have excess, I might as well fucking use them. Let's see. Where are you? Mr. Green? Also Mr. Green. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Just need to find what it is. Ah! Wyvern Wings. Glad I saved a bunch of you. I did not pay attention to how many of these I need. That's fine. That's... Volcanic Rock Salt. Retrieve. These I probably almost... I don't think I would need more than 2. Grade 1 Vitality. Yep. Eat. I keep forgetting to use my XP food. I'm gonna do that at least as the last thing. Oh, motherfucker. I don't know why I fucking clicked that. Now I have to wait for my entire goddamn sequence to run out. Well, but the main character recently acquired Meadow Plate and is contemplating shenanigans with it. while the narrator is getting increasingly upset at that because it's heavily implied the narrator is in fact Arceus himself. Notably, it probably wouldn't be Arceus himself if it wasn't said in Sinnoh, but you know, if you don't know, in Pokemon, Arceus is God, and the plates are parts of him that he forged the type, either the types out of or the types with. Either way, they're parts of him, lore-wise at least, and using one of them for say a cutting board.
There's one
okay, I guess we're not starting
trick
that
that anyone can use to erase
no,
nerve
hold
pain
on, hold on, hold on, no, 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 hold on. Some stupid goddamn garbage is popped up here. Okay, so that was a stupid fucking ad that popped out of nowhere, and that is my fault for fucking up something. I forgot to put that so it wouldn't go into a new video. Honestly, one of these days I should just get these on myself, but you know, it's usually I used to find the YouTube video way better, but now I'm doing this shit. I hate that I fucking forgot that. To be fair, I was distracted by all the shit going on around it at the time. I suppose I could make a bunch of these after this is done and sell them. Oh my god, I forgot. Okay. I was waiting for the wheels to spin and I forgot that it doesn't automatically spin anymore. Okay. I wonder if I'm going to need one of these. Mr. Green, got it? Really? Again? I hate. Well, at least in... Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to just put this video off. I think... spot off. I hate doing that, but I was already feeling like it before, and now it's even more so. Let me just autoplay. I fucking goddamn hate autoplay. I wish YouTube didn't have that goddamn stupid ass function. You should have to turn it on manually. Anyways, Mr. Goddamn Green, give me your goddamn shit so I can finish this fucking quest line. Getting fucking infuriated at problems keeping popping up. What the hell happened that made this take that long? It really didn't feel like that should have taken over 10 minutes. Oh well. That being said, it was always a loose timeline, the 3 hours, 2 hours thing. It just, Wait, it takes 2? To make that? Okay, whatever. I'll look at the ingredients once we're done. Either way, it feels good to have some of my inventory reclaimed. Bam, bam. Usual. That does encourage me to make 3 and then just sell them in packs of 2. People are more likely to need 2 of them for quests. A quest. Hello, and a clap, and then back to my question. See an orange name, that's what you gotta do. Okay. Yeah, that... Maybe if saying 10 popped up, I would have at least gone this under time, but... But, there you are. The assignment creation of yours. It looks good. Like, there's a hard time to put a scratch on that thing. All a piece of light. You never think it was made of metal at all. You've exceeded all my expectations. Well, you've been busy forging this beauty. Hanan's and me have been putting it on a little surprise for the rest of the party. And me weaver mates stitch up a new hat for Vanessa there. We put in these gifts. There'll be no complaints this time, Haro. Here, you should be the one to bear the pride of Melee. Well, call and hand these over to the adventurers. The furniture will be right behind you. And he really has changed. Good. He was a dick. I love how they handled this one. Making it a part 2 turns a quest that was ultimately uninteresting outside of its ending into something significantly better. Oh, that's right. No. It wasn't canceled. Get your drug-addled fucking mind out of here, game. I don't know what it is you're taking, but it must be. Victory with style, huh, my beloved Halone? Well, be it this time. So you have gifts for all of us? Ada Melly, targets by Fortran, the veteran armor, Flunsa, and you! I don't feel like I'm gonna know him at all. Stopping me from springing and stinging. That one's mine. A ship designed down to its best interest for maximum mobility. That's what I tell me, spare my best features. You myself, we have been proposed in the Deadlands, and every transfer waiting to be woven. I had that one. Okay, that simple little sword move. Yes, I like it. Not even the slightest resistance to my movements. Yes, mastery sword for hoe. The perfect design cut from the perfect metal. You lose your coil with all that on your back. Don't bother coming back at all. And enough. Though I might be concentrating on healing without thought of shabby equipment, my judgment. No excuses, my fine command. Still the part of heroes. Let's prove that we are in such in truth. Onwards! They'll be fine. The dangerous line of work, adventurer. And much for good folk. Never knew it could feel this good. Been by them, you all them years ago with the van. Now, perhaps losing the thing cut thorough in front of the animal, nonetheless. My way as well. You had to say, man, I never on the path I'm on now, thanks to them. This is my class, but more important, how to listen to my colleagues. That's something you mastered on at worst, colleague with the one who dragged you down. At best, they're able to spur you along. Always trying to distance myself. To see my mistake now. See how I slipped my growth by showing knowledge and support to make further lessons. Fork Master, you've could have given up on this butter old rocks. But and for that you have my deepest thanks. Ha! Push everyone away from the name knowledge to all this swearing. You'd ask me for help. And now we can work together to raise our craft to new heights. Then your lessons are my work's better than it's ever been. We're gonna challenge you to another contest. So come along, wait, what? What was that about a contest? And so I think I'll contract more to start gradually some ingots. It's us now, Forge Master! Did we not expect this rival business? I mean, being a rival, there's nothing wrong with being friendly rivals. Oh, is it for the field? Even a bird man should be kept on notice. Do us, your brother. I'll be ready for you. Yeah, hey, he's moved on to rivalry and friendship and learning from each other. That was fun. That was fun. That unexpected part 2, that massively elevates part 1. It is, I think it's going to be, I'm going to have to say it's my second favorite. It's turned the ARR quest into the second favorite by virtue of the fact that it's now part of this continuing ongoing narrative. On its own, this is still a pretty decent story. It's definitely not the top there, but I think both halves raise each other, which is not something that normally happens. So, back to Camp Overlook. That took longer than I wanted, but oh well. It worked out in the end very well for me. Before we do anything else, though, I have a mount to summon. Ruling Kamui. Power said to summon Kamui best place Sano himself. We, of course, have no idea what the context of that is, since we are... Oop, that's minions, not mounts. From his coat offering of a sad orphan will flip to respond by granting him the gift of flight. Impressive coat of going for us. Slightly worthy of the reveal. Yeah, I have no idea what this means context-wise, but that's cool as shit. Stormblood had some cooler shit. Look at that shit. Rad ass shit. Apo! How they say? That seems fast. And again, they can only have themselves to blame. They could say they have thank God for Aaron's patrol. Quickly! One thing I found out is that there were some cutscenes that you got when working on the firmament. And all quickly done. This way. And that involved carting big crates and stuff around. And if you were playing a Lalafell, that involved running around, holding up a crate above your head, about 5 times your size. What are you waiting for? We sell you take the crystals. If that's, you'll pick me, won't you? I'm telling you, I would say this crate was incredibly fucking suspicious. Have it short. You have the crystals. You should move on to the next catch. Dear me, brother. It's just that. And once for Ishkardian seals, paying the real traits, but someone enough remains to make out patterns. See for yourself. I'll try the course of the same crystals, much less bothering to conceal their origins. Or some other men buying our party. one most likely upon the Ascians, as Sanctum speculated. And then, who are Ascians? They worship Great Father Titan too? Hey, my net. As I said, we don't have a lot of time. Can you listen next catch, Kabu? Yes. Of course, Kabu knows the way. This last very large, very big, very huge, very large. Of course, they're getting it from Ishgard. Someone in Ishgard is sending them. That should be here, but unless I'm remarkably well hidden. Come on, crystals, leave now. Should someone on to work at any moment. But they were here, heaps of crystals. Yeah, we might be too late. Sounds like we might be too late. So you cast for a time. You see no signs of the crystals. Confound it. What about you, Haro? Any luck? Nothing but the Gabby on them. Spide, saw. Well, it's like they must have moved them. To finish work too, and why? Well, when they summoned once before, and made this again. It's the only explanation. About Mother and Father Neres, we have to help them. Yeah, but we will stay help. We still have time. They've yet to call for the remaining gates, yes? Then they would have found the trace empty inside the alarm. That's, I believe, the time for itself has passed. We must break the enable and seize the remaining crystals. There's no other way to prevent the Titan summoning. Give me your crystals. And I might learn them to Commander Bolden's custody. We not take them to the bowels of the mountain. That'll make him any more powerful should he get summoned. Father, we're coming. That's right. It would be odd to do anything we thought to deny them. Or if you would be so kind. A large quantity of crystals contained for Titan summoning. You guys shall liberate them to Camp Public for safety and bring Commander on the situation. They also look like ice crystals, so that makes sense. But it's a real, this is an ace right. Within Nagaro, should liberate the naval. Go, woo, knows the way. Wait for me there. I should join you on. I thought you get a remark name the second action. We were, then Godspeed, brother. This way. Well, both you and your brother have changed. It ain't the only wolf one. I've had a wolf one before. That one was, I believe, a green glowy instead of red glowies. Nope. Other way. Bum 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 bum. There we go. Hey, my parents are there. I take right then. Oh no, as we go. I should give filing to our car. There's nothing what sort of resistance we'll face. Quickly, you clouds! Swiftly, quickly! And not suffer any further delays. Lay down your arms, and sir, we have your crystals. There'll be no summoning this day. That's us. Here, but how did you? I mean, I've gone here before myself. My parents, where are they? Already dead. Oh, they haven't even fashioned the. He didn't even bother making the fetishes out of them. He just used their corpse. You monster! How could you? Their very corpses are being offered. We have at summon to the crags. We are his. May drink our blood and take our flesh, that he might drop on the strength of his shield and defend them from tyranny of the Alpha Dwellers. Honestly, not yet. I do. Your fear, your anger, your hate. You're doing the right to people, and deliver them from despair. Whatever it takes to show that those who would friend you can never do so again. It's detective. Maria, kin, you've circled the lives of the very people you sought to protect. But you have this way, pronounce the bloody curse. Cease your attempts to summon your god and work with us here to build a lasting peace. And that peace to be abandoned by divine convenience. All of you, liars, betrayers, oath breakers. Taking you. Here, feel you so for peace. This time the last until you grow hungry again. And we dare defend ourselves, declare them that this beast tribe can be started to live. Strange land of ether. It makes not beside death, destruction, suffering upon us all. I mean, he does. No lie, so you and your odds on you and your own lands. You'll not ruin ours. You'll just do that for us instead. Did that come to you? I did. I'm here. Say something. Please. Oh no. Kick-ass music occurring. Primal lit. Wake up. He didn't summon them. Gabu did. Something else. Gabu summoned Titan as anger and vengeance for the loss of his parents. I'm here. Oh no. Leave him to me. Oh, that's cool as shit. Carbuncle to the face. He must away. But the problem is, it's not just revenge. We all teleport out. Good job, Alfie, distracting with that. Primals are affected by how they're summoned, as we were just saying. Normally, it's Titan is the rage and anger and suffering. Is the rage and anger and suffering of his people, and usually that's directed at others, but because of one child and the way he was involved in this moment, it's been turned against the very people it supposedly normally protects. In that moment, he almost attacked Gobu because of how indiscriminate this rage is. He's normally rage and vengeance incarnate. Now he's just rage, unending, undirected, it seems. I can't take the wicked. How could I be so harsh? No matter to bring, let go of God. It's not given away with fine. I've stood about the Bible, surely with adaptation to the face. Born of such tremendous fortune, the incarnation seems capable of not violence. As for optimists, that while many crystals were present, they represented but a fraction of quality intended for a primal summoning. Titan must be far weaker than planned. He gets a primal. No longer will we leave, and the longer we leave in the bleed they hand the paper. He will grow. Time to leave Okrama. More lives will be lost. Further will rally the troops, and the cycle will continue. You know what must be done. Be a face the Lord of Crags once more. Thank you, my friend. And I will attend to Abu. When you finish with Primal, look over us, cap our book. We were expecting you. This is the first time we are introduced to this concept. A primal, this is just, this is new information. Never before have we known that primals could be changed by the context of their summonings. When we met all the others, we just, we know they're not the real gods. There's something being summoned from the Aetherial Sea to bring them here, but we don't know the full details. And there's, a degree of continuity and such, but the fact that they can be changed so utterly by the context of their summoning, that's fascinating. Usually it's faith, but this is just despair and torment, calling out for anything to save them. It's just that, Gabu would have the concept of Titan, and where he's still, the Great Father is still his god, and this is the result. Oof. This is also the second time we've seen someone summon a primal on their own, without the influence from the second person, other people. And the other one was Gilgamesh, and he's also the only one we know that wasn't fucking tempered. But Gil's weird, or Greg's weird. This? Yeah. It probably wouldn't have worked if it wasn't just, everything wasn't already set up to summon him. First, the being of pure, unending rage. It just expression of what other such effects could happen on the primal level, interacting with a pre-prepared ritual. Greg still did it without even needing a ritual, but he's also fucking weird, so whatever. If we pass the 7-minute mark, I'm gonna go ahead and switch to tank and fight it. Man. Do. Do. Yeah. No. Why? What are you doing? Probably I'll get some new first-time player. I get a first-time player point out of this too. I could still use more. I used a lot for honestly nothing. Oh. Actually said that and say, but honestly, I'm not going to. Oh, oh my god. God damn it. Ugh, you ass. I did the combo and you fucked me. There. Boop, boop. Accidentally struck the wrong spot. Boo-doo. Come on, you motherfucker. You motherfucker. Take my fist to your heart. Boop. There we go. Boop, boop. There we go. Come on, die, you motherfucker. Come on, die, you motherfucker. Only so much life left. Boop, 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 boop. Just unleash as much of my... Ah, shit. Oh, yeah. Yay, more second chance points. Guess I got the crag thing. Well, decent turn-ins and north selves. Yeah, if you can sell those. Ah, I think those might have been people in my party. If so, boop, 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 doo, 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 doo. I'm gonna pull that out here to just use. They can't see it, but I'm still celebrating game for this. I like celebrating stuff. I could wait for them, and if I was on my own, I absolutely would. But I want to. I'm almost done. I have the room for stuff. Zoom, zoom, boom. Yes, God, sort of relief. Looks like they're awake, but not talking. Here she is. I'll tell you, we're returning safe and sound. The deed is done then. Time is no more. Yep. Good. There's been enough tragedies this day. It has been like that since he regained consciousness. We believe he can hear us. He's made no respond. But we can't say that he succumbed to primal surge. That proved to be the case. Must be put to death like any other fall. Such is the Alliance policy. Yes, you have the right of it. Not rush your once we feared that your sales falls were beyond reason, many have since laid down their arms except to Ishgard's peace. We can but watch and wait and pray. The beast that mourned at the heart of the mountain. This was never going to have a happy ending, this quest. What happened? God tell me, I was there. Maybe my he's just a child. That Let's Player I'm reading is going to have some good time playing off this, because out of character, she doesn't believe that, they don't, and I don't seem to believe that exiting the Tempered is necessary, which, look, if you play this game, you know what they are. They're not people anymore, really. They're spiritually rewritten entities that used to be them, that exist solely for the purpose of them. Now, they're going to do this. He could just be in shock, and then if he isn't, I mean, if he's basically just rendered like that, at least it's not, you know, you could just say he's in shock and not have to do anything. And say then, I don't think he's going to be much of a very functional primal battery. And in character, also has a character against it. I would rather not worry about what may or may not come to pass. It's not being truly and eventually over which we have no control, but it's also one which may not even never come to any matters. Forming Commander Bird on Titan's demise, for example. Then he will be glad of the news. Would you so kind as to bring it to him? He has sight for sore eyes. When the others came back with Itcher, I feared the worst. He had matters well in hand? Also, then, it's glad to hear it, but I heard the men will be in. Believe you me. No way or not, he was so probably at time was a primal, and there ain't a soul in the middle of that had lost a friend of them. Don't get me wrong, like, we were all proud to our heart, but we ain't so naive to think we lived to tell the tale. Thankfully, of course, it didn't come to that. Which, my friend, sounds to me like cause for celebration. No, you have a lot of places to be, but why not spend the night? We don't want to take the last time, but return of this time in Spain. And else he's heading off with Gabo. She seems to be able to follow Alice around.
Who goes there?
Relax. Me.
Oh, it's you. Forgive me for straying from the camp.
It's fine. I don't think we're likely to run into the Wallons.
I thought a change of scenery might do him good. But, alas. so quiet out here. The stars spread out before us, beckoning across time and space. Dawn may banish even the darkest night. How bitterly beautiful, those words. I should be stronger for all my experiences, yet my heart aches more than ever. I never understood why Grandfather gave his life that day. I thought that if I came here, I would find the answers I needed. But when I finally laid eyes on the land he sacrificed everything to save, saw firsthand the bickering, the pettiness.
At a discussion, this does feel a tiny bit repetitive, but if you've done Binding Tales of Bahamut, but also not everyone did that.
I was disappointed. I was angry. I could not fathom how these people were more deserving of his love than his family, than me. But when Grandfather
this aspect of it is
revealed
new.
the whole truth of the calamity to us, I finally understood. And I resolved there and then to continue his legacy in my own way. My travels have been enlightening, but I cannot say that I have enjoyed them. I have lost count of the many petty crises that I was helpless to resolve and of the people whose actions I could not understand. There were others, of course. Good people. People with whom I felt a kinship, whose lives I could not save. I found myself asking what it was all for. Why try if I was doomed to fail in the end? But then I recalled Grandfather's words to my father, years ago, before he left Charlayan behind forever. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. We must all protect that which we hold most dear in the manner of our own choosing. We have to try. Do we not? Of course,
Yep.
It's one thing to try and another to do. There were times while I was tracking the warriors of darkness when I faltered, when I was afraid. But then I thought of my brother, of Urianger, of you.
And there's why she hadn't outright outed Urianger yet. She knows what she saw, but she can't bring herself to outright out him. So instead, she's just very pointed about the shit he's doing, because he's next to her own brother and us. He's her closest friend. He's her closest friend. Yeah, I mean, I said it right. I thought I said pronouns fixed up there for a
This
moment.
conversation has been rather one-sided, hasn't it? Mayhap you could recount some of your adventures in Ishgard.
No, I'd love to. I never ran away with two companions, who were very under. How do you say that? I've had a pleasure to fight alongside Sir Emmerich. Last Dravinian hinterlands. Justinian and Gazale. I think that's the one, my favorite, because honestly, traveling with Justinian and Gazale was great. Like, writing wise, in universe wise, stringing felt very
Gods!
stupid, but
They must have been at each other's throats from dawn till dusk.
I know, and it was very. In universe, I'm sure it was very annoying. Out of universe, it was hilarious.
I dare say you managed to keep the peace, though. Merely being in the presence of the Warrior of Light is surely enough to shame anyone into behaving.
Not as much as you'd think. They were very good at that.
The hopes and dreams of so many rest on your shoulders, Warrior of Light. As long as the sun rises, we can but carry on. For the sake of those we hold dear.
I cannot imagine people choosing to interpret their warrior light as not being friends with these people. Yeah. Hello. Wad. Wood.
To what end dost thou cling to the tainted gifts of the mother?
Okay, look, I'm not going to address it until the story gets to that point, but look. If you don't already know, I feel like it should be very obvious the moment you heard this fucker's voice and read how he talks. And, okay, you know what? Fuck it, I'm not doing it. I'm usually willing, but this time is one of the fucking times where it was so blatantly obvious. The Warriors of Darkness suddenly gain a new member. Who seems to be the most knowledgeable about primals and summoning and all that. We have a friend who's apparently secretly working with the bad guys, who's super knowledgeable to primals and all that. He's a tall Ellison who fucking talks who is this ridiculous fucking goober who talks like he's in a fucking Shakespeare play. Compared to every fucking body else we know. And then this mysterious masked man who only hides the part of that friend's face that we never see. It's fucking Urian J. I cannot. I was willing to not go along with it when he first showed up because he didn't goddamn say anything yet. I had forgotten how he talked in the things. But apparently, the motherfucker can't even keep it up for the fucking sake of a ruse. He's too fucking overdramatic. Motherfucker. But yeah, that is obviously Urian J. He's taken to the field with the Warriors of Darkness now, assisting them, and even questioning why he's still clinging on to one of the crystals of light. From
every tool
was it their world?
Even this.
The thing most likely to keep his friends from recognizing him.
Well, what is it?
The seeds sown in Vilbrand have been plucked from the earth and left to wither. Alas, Titan's demise sufficed not to drive the kobolds to deepest desperation.
What did the man in white have to say?
That we are to proceed as he did first set forth.
Well, that's easy for him to say. It's not his bloody world on the brink of destruction, is it?
Ooh.
Be thou well reminded that with an end to Ishgard's unrest, naught now remaineth to preoccupy the Scion's thoughts. And thus may they devote their every energy to thwarting thee and thine. I foresee.
Oh, we're great. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I accidentally clicked it.
Are you sure you don't welcome them? I'm starting to think you might hold a candle for
They
your
give us many a trouble. And yeah, he was accused of helping sabotage their efforts for
do not
us.
mistake mine intent. I but look upon the path which lieth before us with due trepidation.
Yeah, they're not even fucking
Shouldst
hiding
thou be
it.
of like mind, pray consider then another course. For the power to invoke the ardor belongeth not unto the Asians alone. With thine own hand strike down thine enemy, the so-called hero who would see thy home lost to light. Do but this, and thou wouldst at a single stroke disrupt the all-too-delicate balance of this realm,
I'm
plunging her
sorry.
straightways into chaos.
Are you telling him to fucking just murder me? What the fuck, J? Apparently, I did not remember this bit. I mean, like, I know he remembered him working at bad guys. I just didn't remember him just outright telling him.
Yes.
Outright telling him to murder us. Jesus fuck.
To
Outright.
ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. The words of my teacher, and a creed I hold close to my heart.
Very well. Draw her out. We'll make it quick.
God
It shall
damn.
be done.
That's. You fucking bastard.
What good a creed one cannot uphold? What hurts soothed? What lives saved? Oh, hapless fool, what hast thou wrought by thine own hands?
Aw, are you feeling bad about sticking the bad guys on murdering your own friends? Jackass. Look, I love the way he talks. He's great for that. But yeah, Andre's a fuckboy. Piece of shit fuckboy.
Minfilia, my friends, I shall not now beg your forgiveness.
Good, you ain't get it.
Full deeply though it paineth me to walk it, I shall not stray from my chosen path. As Moonbreeder remains steadfast, so too shall I.
I mean, it's funny you bring her up. I'm pretty sure she'd be fucking trying to be pretty fucking upset with what you're doing. Asshole. You might wait. I thought you liked your RJ a lot. Weren't you trying to coach 8-Ball to act the way he talks? Yeah, but I love it's because he's a goober in the way he fucking talks. Even on his own, crying about how he's helping murder his own friends to supposedly save the day and all that. Motherfucker is waxing poetic right out of a fucking Shakespearean play, which I keep going over. Nobody, even in that time period, talks like a Shakespeare character. They didn't use English like we do now in any country, but they did not go as far as the Shakespeare did. Shakespeare's plays were poetic were written poetically. So yeah. But ho. Just you had a good night's rest? But this month speaking with Sanguine your shoulder via the quill. They had something interesting news to share. That's their speculation. Both came on cross great and once spawned in Guardian Shields. Seen it somewhat in the capitals were very busy indeed. The Tomites have launched a full-scale investigation. Ceramic believes that it's only a matter of time before the culprits are found, but we'll have to wait and see. When teams later to look into the recent activities of the other tribes, they too are flush with guardian crystals. One time I just we pray your Andre and where's outside? She's here with Gabu. I do love the goober and the way he talks, but he's just a fucking piece of shit. Like, okay, there are sympathetic points. We get why he's doing this. By all accounts, it seems like he legitimately believes this is the best way to save an entire world of people. And it's an extension of our already existing philosophy. We already killed a Timber for, the sake of saving lives. So, in theory, doing the same to us makes sense. Makes sense. Kill one person, no matter how important, and save an entire world? You know, but still, it's just, you know, that person is us, and we're supposed to be friends, god damn it. Let me guess, send leave, isn't it? Considering consolation, I've already packed my things. How is he? Sometimes you're not still here out of concern for his welfare. But anyway, there's been no change. He will not speak or eat. Sure, if he slept, if he did, he seems none the better for it. He just shuffles about with that same expression on his face. I mean, I've never seen tempering like that. Jim, won't you kind of treat him with every kindness? Still in there, I know. It's a funny thing, which is fair. He's still fighting with all his heart. He needs to be given the chance till he comes back to us, until we know for certain what he has come. Aye, you needn't worry. If he hadn't risked his neck to want us help skill the better part of the crystals, then a damn sight worse than it did. We'll not soon forget that, nor will Maelstrom command. I'm so sorry, Gabu. I truly am. You should have remained made too. I cannot possibly understand. There's nothing I can do to say the pain, the anger, the helplessness. But that's the merits of bedtimes, for them as they were. And then when it hurts so much your heart feels worse, let it burst. Let it burst up again, we still up for them. And never, or ever forget. Come along, little one. I will remember them, and you, say, thank you. The only thing he managed to say. He managed to talk for just one moment to Althea. If we to reach him in time, he will recover. And those who actually didn't will be made to answer for their crimes. Aye. That's not a time so aye. There will be a reckoning. We're gonna have a big confrontation. Wait, I almost used a button that didn't work on this currently. Silly me. God fuck you. Okay. Time for another wheel spin. Spin, wheel, spin. Are you kidding me? I know statistically it's possible. But still it keeps happening. Oh, good. Alright. All good. That's just funny. An entire day of this shit. Let us pray return to the waking goddamn sands. And let this fucking traitorous snake lure us into a trap. I did like Huron J. The way he's presented for this. Kind of wish he had, hadn't gone this route. Yeah. Could have been a very fun character if he had been promoted into main character status. You see some potential for it here, but no, they had to make him the bad guy. I mean, it's still an incredibly well-written story beat. I'm not saying it's bad. Just, it works well to, complement what they are. They're villains, but they're doing it because they believe it's necessary, not because people. Okay, we have heard the tiny some my friends. For the race to serve in the most fun times, people don't some may rest easy. I just think so. Though we failed to win the lower creation managing, we did succeed in weakening him, enabling our friends to fetch him before the word arts could make matters worse. But by no means that I may exist. It will have to suffice. Let us speak with another matter. When which way have my lady's mind? Yes, I thought darkness. That we might turn the sun names and what way of the darkness. The other copious use of allegory, the faith any singular information, oracles paint a most disturbing picture. One world's parallel to our own, hearts yet linked, roots to ruin with every umbral calamity. In times have they succeeded, then of 10 and free, only 6 worlds remain? Aye, now also has my lady Mantilia spike on to think. And so what became of the inspections lay in the sources of join? Pale flesh undone in umbral fires, each soul service to a call, none the seed that endures one and none. And see, everyone in the world will die? And it's yes, the Varus speaketh of the renunciation of flesh and soon return to the life stream. It may be preferable to the alternative for the first to follow trends of light in the manner of the world's dark described, way to avoid where none may know either life or death. They read in for death or life. That doesn't make sense to me. Are you? You fucker. That's right, he's fucking with us because he's gonna lie, and it's a trap. Like, if every umbral calamity was the result of these motherfuckers fusing the worlds, it wouldn't be a disaster that wiped all life on each world to nothing. Maybe this one will, but we haven't had that happen so far because literally we know for a fact the red mages are literally descendants of people who survived the disasters of Mach and the War of the Magi. which was one of the calamities. They couldn't do that if they all died when this happened. Unless, of course, that was a separate, completely separate of incident that just got grouped together with calamities, which I highly doubt. Still, I can see why, if that's what they were told would happen, they'd be fine with it. Someone should ever have to make such a choice. Anyway, shake foot on the Sunday would share with another recent discovery. Sizable shipments have been delivered into the hands of certain Alamigan parties. Strange. And you believe this to be the work of the same Ishgarian smugglers who supplied the beast tribes? You know, without a shout out, at least lest they would want and direct a motive. And then they did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Ralga. Look for receipts of these shipments are refugees belonging to a group devoted to the cause of Alamigan liberation. We also need to know that Ishgarian slaves appear to be none other than remnants of Ain Alain Rose networks of spies. Oh, that piece of shit. It's spreading. Perhaps the leadership headed by Alliance. Could well imagine villains being desperate enough to conspire with Assassins, something they even know or care who their newer employers are. Which is irrelevant. Yeah, sometimes cutting the head off the snake just means a new head can grow in its place. Oh, and forgive me. Speak of the rest of this group, which received the crystals without delay. Haru, I'll say. You know with me, the little Alamigo. Yes, of course, just like what they have to say for themselves, for Stan. And she is rightfully suspicious of the fucker. And we walk like to the crystal. Doesn't nod. I'll say, Haru, here's the thing. Good, I have tidings. Someone that's ready to sort us less than an hour ago. There, the revealed information that they were an employee of, and I hope you're sitting down. A man in black robes. Them and the crystals, too. But rain, yeah, apparently would seem to fetch one final shipment in an hour before he struck. It was bound for little Alamigo. Seems he wasn't lying about that bit. There you go, we were told where it will be seized by members of the local resistance group. It's I no longer have the need of my servants, so I have in mind to head that way. As to we, by heavens, we learned of shipments but a few moments ago. Ha! And now I was thinking I might finally be one step ahead of the way letting their little help us. Ah, wait a moment, there's more. Even if I doubt you're not too excited about this relation. You know, there was formerly employed by one role, the infamous Cyber herself. Here, Hunting Tankard, I fear I was warning you that. Tankard, with whom else have you shared this information? No one. I think I mentioned the raid was less than an hour ago. You're still next, but something else? You would have me notify first? No, there isn't. Too suspicious of how he gained this information. Tankard and the others only found out because they raided the place. How did Iranjay know, huh? Kept he's working for the trap. Contours, I thought she saw. Hey, in fact, thought she knew as if you were a stranger. And so steady clues, spent such time as I invaded. He's practically a member of the family. I call Dave and tried what I don't see to fear them laughing together. We have to raise them out later though. Alamigo mates. Little Alamigo awaits. Not Alamigo. Though that too awaits. I could have just teleported there without stepping outside, but I guess I ended up doing anyways. Beneath a star-filled sky. I will say, once the one event, Unkstone event is done, and we got no grinding events, I'm probably going to switch to 5 days a week. Just to get this done. Hey, we'll get to the bottom of this. But do you have something to say? I've always understood what's going on in his head now more than ever. I think what happened. I should be me who... I'm prepared to what must be done. Matters, since we have no idea when Sankard might arrive, we see what information we gather in his absence. Ooh. Outside of Sankard. Yeah, at this point, she's figured out he's backstabbing him. She just is 100% in the know that he's back, but she can't quite bring himself because, as said, he's practically a member of the family. That gotta suck. He's eager to work when we were free. We were informed that members of the Alamegans resistance operating here have taken receipt of several large shipments of crystals. Being discern who and why. Besides, I find it hard to believe that anyone here would be wholly unaware of the resistance movements. Notice, we find those who are able and willing to share such information with outsiders. Seems to divide our forces. Haru, why don't you question residents in the eastern half of town? I'll say they will do the same thing in the west, and afterwards we can run through here to share our findings. Well, this should go easier than the last time. You don't mind her. It's not that she hates you, she hates everyone. Now, let me guess. In the fight, have you? And friend, no offense to the Griffin's call. Despite more than a few all-done special those scars, the aliens won't stop till we're all under their yoke. You know who we might run into here? We did see our good friends, Ida and Papa Limo hanging around these lot. I see you there, going around, that's kind of looking for Riff within his sloth, I'll bet. They're talking about days. Folk wonder what he's about, what he's got in store there, and what's under that mask of his, of course. Mask? They totally got a face with all the scars. Those reckon he's been marked for death by the Empire. They'd send a bloody legion if they knew where he was here. Your guess is as good as mine. He wears a mask, and he's named Griffin. I I don't like that. Text-wise, there's a character in Berserk. Absolutely an influence on 14. But at least in regards to the Dark Knight questline. Traitor of Berserk died. The Dark Knights pretty much held a massive in-universe wait for him. I would have joined it if I was playing at the time. And if I know something, if you saw that store while I was selling cigarettes, good luck. But I'm too old for the mass bedtime stories. Time we get used to it. It just okay. I'm not gonna go into it too much, but TLR Griffin starts out like a great heroic figure. Then he sells it, sacrifices his soul when he gets into a bad enough situation. His dream's lost. He sacrifices the souls of everybody who trusted it and loved him, except for his two most loyal people. Well, one of which he rapes because he had no interest in her physically. But normally, she was with the other guy who was also his in all the ways that he considered mattered. So, yeah. And while he didn't kill them, he did mark the other guy. And so demons constantly hunt his every way while he ascends to be an angel of an evil god. Yeah, it's an extremely fucked up setting. It gets worse. And worse and worse. It's unexpected. Yeah, we didn't need to talk about our masked friends. Yeah, that's what we're doing, but I think you already know. Yeah, Griffith, mask. This Griffin seems to be the leader of a newly formed faction within the Resistance masks. And they're going by, no one seems to know much about them. Well, they are the most aggressively militant group to join the movement in recent history. We did also see a mask in one moment. That might have been what that was about. Hope the Ravens for us never shown in the direction of our primal. And that is the group which received a crystal shipment. Say, we yet lack proof. Change of an ask. Speak with someone's leader to confirm my situation's map. Let's just help while I'm at it. You and Gwen still already claimed map. We'll be with you took the lead, shall we? Yeah. Any comments on this, Gilbert? I do. Run by the whisper of the ocean, aren't we? We could do without the help of the corpses. I'm not rather having to name the King Ruin, nor have I any other generation, but these young ones, they're all too happy to let bygones be bygones. That just leads me to see you again, Harrow. I can't help but wonder if I should be worried living asking questions. We have, I know, as we do, his Matt's, he and his Matts have become a leading faction within the resistant ways. He could. No, 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 no. We were free. I feel like we're not finishing this quest line tonight. But 3.3 tonight. Unsurprising, but still. At least used to be ancient. Okay. It's already been. I hear voices coming from within. That gives off Asian vibes.
20 years ago, Alamigo, our home, was claimed by the Garlean Empire.
On the other hand, that voice is fucking familiar.
In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled. Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same. We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out. Building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains. We abandoned them The brave and true to fight and die for their country. Or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandon them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans
Good
pass,
speech.
to sully themselves
Very
that they
well,
might live to
done.
see another day of misery. The Black Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast, not a fraction as merciful.
Yeah. Regulus was a piece of shit, but he still had practical this. It looks like they're now facing but not all are even as practical as Regulus. Some of them are just cruel, oppressive monsters for the sake of cruelty.
To oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight. They have imprisoned us, they have enslaved us, and they have murdered us. But no more! Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands. This I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Alamigan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Albania once more!
Yeah.
A power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that.
Yep.
Wait, is that...
Ah. I wasn't actually expecting to run into them here.
What are you two doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
Yes.
Well, this is quite
Yes.
a surprise.
Sorry, dog barking, wanting attention. Come here, you big old gooba. No, you're just gonna bite your butt. Ah, now you think of your mind. You want attention? Yeah, let me do. Yeah. Squeaky boy. Yeah,
If you see what I see, if you feel as I feel...
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
yeah, a little further away from the revolutionary fervor. With the guy who have my suspicions. I actually can't confirm. This is part of the story I missed someone else doing. But I have my ideas based on previously existing evidence. Could be an Asian. They do love their masks, but not red. You seem rather more rugged and more red than last. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's all the shit we went through, and then the shit I went through, and then shit happened, guys. What the fuck do you expect? Ah, the place to meet. It has to be fate. That's just so glad to see you both alive and well. I thought it was pretty obvious, it would be fine. I had a real chance of catching the signs, but they were, and distrusted by the better part of your oars here. And you're telling that for me. Like, have you two been doing all this time? Yeah, we were having trouble. We would have rather helped rather like than 300. I mean, the choice with Fiona. Been able to do so without they did some old friends from the resistance. That's right, they smuggled us out of the stations and allowing a great risk to help so that we couldn't let that go unacknowledged. So we offered them help out with their operations for a while. And it's something tonight. Having your public Howard, you never received it? Nope. Yeah, we thought this might happen. Well, the Maskets are happy to let their refugees spread the word within. They're pretty strict about communicating without their toe, and we saw the rumor at the Riff. They're the one that's meddling in his affairs. Yeah, I wonder why he would do that. Kiss, fun enemy, no friend. I don't know. One think the man with saw us seeking all sundry joining God would become welcome to our work. I should say the man you saw was not infected, but an impersonator. No, it would not try the if he were. Okay, so maybe I was wrong, and that's not the voice of the guy. Just someone impersonating him. He was responsible for the majority of these public appearances. Man, it's an extraordinarily cautious man. What? I'm asking you all wear one, and mine only covers half mates. I'm completely different. I don't know why that's so funny. Oh, fuck. Anyway, when we had to go speak, we could already get a better sense of the man. Yeah, get a better sense of the man. Oh, good, it did. And now we have heard the whole. But tell me, you take kind of interesting, the Griffin. We're worried there about the. I can't believe it. And they ever maintain such a ridiculous man, but the Griffin, the man's an enigma. I can say everything counts what he would or would not do. They, however, said speech with surgery was not the first to make reference to a power capable of being upon a massive city saying like defense. I assumed it would be more bluster. The shipments which he spoke of, it is not impossible they were alluding to a primal. And so find it together. That's the answer to me. He has, assuming he'll have us. I mean, that probably explains why we didn't recognize the voices in character. I might have just been leaping to conclusions. Yeah, I'm going mixing up one Allegan accent with another. Expect that the hell is not spreading. I mean that they hit the alligators, etc. So still throw would be glad to hear we ever died. Once we have attended the matters here, of course. Yeah, I think he's playing the right Almigo to help him primal. I mean, he really that's stupid. Okay, honorable heroes. Mind learn there is true intentions. Where's the trap? Okay, and we're being supposed to be by the next day being led to our death by your object. Where the fuck is the Warriors of Darkness? As you suspect, Griffiths, and indeed, I keep trying to say Griffiths. I'm planning to say, hey, look until we have cornered at least here. I mean, that's a pretty suitable comment to tell a lot to have him rub a respectable amount of dirt on them for good measure. Any questions? I mean, I'm sure I'm rather distinctive. That's not going to work, but okay. So enough, thank you. Is that all right? Let's be off. I mean, I'm not sure this will work, but you. Boom, 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 boom. I'm pretty sure this is the entrance to the side. Alfie! Well, don't look at me. You know he was sack of gill. You had the sick of gill, don't you? Yeah, you got to buy what? I don't want to, but I want no part of it. Okay, stand off with you. Put someone that sees us together. I don't think this is gonna work. Those make it the man, isn't it? Unchained, didn't see spot marked on the maps. I'm not sure this is gonna be fucking. My man, I think this is a bad idea. We are both way too distinctive to just pretend to be the type of people they'd bring in. Look, frankly, I think he'd be an idiot if he trusts what we're doing. Honorable heroes. I actually have to dress the part. Meh. Fuck it. I want to go for this cutscene as my warrior, even if I have to dress down for it. Yeah, we're totally blending in. Just taking a chance to us. Yeah, session fights. No, we played a winning game. Yeah, sure, this is totally fucking believable.
My thanks, comrades.
Okay, now I'm not sure. Is it the die double or is it the actual voice? Because I'm suspicious.
You must be the esteemed adventurers of whom I've heard so much. I understand you have taken an interest in our cause.
A great interest, you might say. Your words have certainly made quite an impression on my friend and I. The Resistance has long, and some would say wisely, avoided open engagements with the Garleans, but you and yours seem confident against the world in arms. I can only assume you have good reason to be so bold. Why, one might even think you are planning to summon a primal. Because that would do much to explain the sizable shipment of crystals you recently received from your smuggler friends, whom our Ishgardian allies have since detained, lest you wonder.
Easy sweat.
I'd like to hear more about the Griffin. The real Griffin. Your performance earlier didn't fool us.
Ah, the famous scions of the Seventh Dawn. I should have known better than to think I could conceal the truth from you lot.
I don't think he's a
You are
fake.
right. I am not the Griffin, but I speak with his voice.
But I might be wrong. It's just
his BS that we procured those
okay. No, it is a
crystals.
fake. And his voice has changed. Okay. I'm just suspicious.
You are wrong, however, if you think that we procured them to summon a primal. We used them to reach an accord with the Amalja. In exchange for crystals
okay,
to
so
summon their god,
that's-
they will
that's-
aid us in the fight for Alamegan liberation.
You know what? Fair enough. That is actually something I wasn't going to disrespect. Let them fucking summon their primal and go to town on Oldal, and in exchange, help them fight the Garleans. It's not like they're going to be fond of the Garleans, given what they did to.
Have you gone completely mad? When people
I mean,
find
it's
out you helped
better than
Elizabeth
summoning their
suddenly
primal
break, they'll
themselves.
turn on the Resistance. Alamigo will never be free.
This isn't a fairy tale, girl. We don't have the luxury to play at being honorable heroes. It's because the likes of you wouldn't sully your saintly hands that Alamigo's been under the yoke for the past 20 years. But the Griffin won't stand for it, and neither will we. We're ready to do whatever.
Okay, yeah, it's just a fucking Scottish accent. I'm mistaking for another Scottish accent. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. I'm very dumb. I mean, I still have my suspicions who this guy is, but, like, the real Griffith, I mean. Griffin. Keep going Griffith. Whoa, whoa. Yeah.
What proof do you have of this arrangement with the Amalja?
That's the other bit. You might look at it, but yeah, she is Alamegan. They do come in a lot more varieties than stereotypical. I mean, we actually do see a lot of blonde Alamegans. It's probably just because, you know, she seems a lot younger than a lot of the older Alamegans we run into, and probably doesn't spend as much time shirtless out in the suns of Stanalan to maintain a healthy tan.
What? Aside from a lack of crystals? None. But the beastmen have a great big pile of the things if you fancy looking. You might want to hurry, though. It'll not be long before they summon their god. Search our camp if you don't believe me. We have naught to hide.
I mean, it gives you points. It's a lot smarter than summoning your own
If there
fucking
is a cache to
primal.
be found, Ida and I will find it.
Trade with people who are more than enough fanatics to aid you, and especially if it's a mutual enemy that they might actually trust. After all, Alamegans aren't the ones fucking with their people, it's Eldons.
Then let us be off. Are you perchance the Warrior of Light?
Yeah. I really should have been obvious if I was right about who, even if they would realize who I was.
A great many who have joined us did so because you saved them. Because you showed them that one brave woman can make a difference.
Hey, look, I'm completely in favor with the Alamegan resistance. I just don't want you summoning a primal. Or helping summon a primal.
You saved me too once. Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill make some medicine I needed. But that was a lifetime ago.
Holy shit. Holy shit. And this is why, oh my god. Oh my god. It's the guy from Quarry Mill who the heroes were going to let die because the elementals were being fucking pissy pieces of shit. Okay, he's definitely not a voice we would have ever heard because, like, even ignoring the game change, he didn't have a voice back then. They didn't have the budget for that voice actor saying those things.
And sisters, I thank you. You gave us hope where there was none, courage and strength when all was lost. We shall not squander your gift.
Good. I'm completely in favor with the resistance and all that. It's just the primal parts I'm not fond of. I will do what I do to stop that, especially if any of you get the moronic idea to summon it yourself. I mean, I got to appreciate that at least you're not doing it yourself. That's means I don't have to put any of you to the axe, and that's very nice.
I know that look, Ida, and I do not like it. You cannot seriously be contemplating taking up arms with that band of cutthroats.
I just...
It's just he hit a place that was fucking sensitive. A place every Alamegan is sensitive. Yeah, for all I typically think of the people of Little Alamego when I think of Alamegans, they don't all look like that. It's understandable why she's feeling this way. It goes back to that speech he gave. He talked about how everyone was too fucking cowards who abandoned their people when they left. That's what a lot of Alamegans must feel like. I guarantee you, it's even what, you know, Ruban feels like to a degree. He tries to help his people. He's made a new home for himself, but it was only because of what he said was so fucking perfectly targeted.
It's only a matter of time before the situation in Alamego comes to a head.
The situation in Alamego needs to come ahead.
Future teeters on a knife edge, and any reckless action, however small, could have irrevocable consequences.
It teeters on a knife edge because people have been letting it sit on the knife edge. The people in our homeland are suffering horribly because nobody's fucking done anything of it because they're too greedy or cowardly to do anything. It's been 20 fucking years.
When the time comes, we must all make our choices, but we must do so in full possession of the facts. Now, let us away. There is work to be done.
I don't entirely agree with Papalino here. I do agree that these guys are probably the wrong choice because of, again, the primal summoning part. But I understand the appeal. if, flatly fucking speaking, if your advice is, well, it's too dangerous, if we do anything reckless, it could upset the situation is already bad enough. It's already fucking horrifying. Allowing it to continue because you're too fucking cowardly to take a fucking chance of actually fucking fixing things is bull. Well, he said, do you remember? You cannot be expected to recall every name and face. Besides, it's not if it matters. And how you live in the past, live in the present. Very much not what I said. He said, you focus on the problems at hand. Now let's keep moving forward. Keep moving forward together, Haru. Let's find and secure those crystals. There's no time for looking. Well, here's it. It's nothing but to keep moving forward. Yeah, and it's forward. And the crystals are now somewhere in Zahara. Ready to put to use by Yamaja. It pays honestly of all we have learned. You and little Alemico, after I have changed. Just like, yeah, it's teetering on a knife edge. Kept you waiting, eh? My apologies. That's much better. Such as we never be a strong foot. You're prepared for battle, then? Oops, not the one I wanted, but oh well. Yes, I arrived. Ma'am, we can share your latest findings. I think she found it a little bit testy about how long it took. You know, while you were wearing yourself sick, you didn't probably were here all along. Please, and also angry. Mainly angry, I just... Yeah, which is probably because he had to travel the hard way instead of teleporting. And like, most people don't teleport spam like we do, but he can't do it at all. You know how we're here all along? Well, sure that we're retrieved, and also angry. Mainly angry, I should think. Crystals, what choice do we have? We cannot very well leave them in the hands of Alja. And now they're going to be praying and summoning everyone, even speak. We must make for the rock without delay. And if not else is got, so let's part at once. I'm going to pull out my axes before we go there. Yeah, okay, here's a trap. They go for us in accordance with the Griffin's plan. So what? They had to assume the Moxa says rest in flame. Ere long the curtain shall rise, and though which I am author, God's rib shall be at last pre-performed. Not else remaineth, save to stand at a ready and pray that the chance succeed. But never shall we know its like again. Shakespearean play. That is literally Shakespeare talk. Alright, we're doing one final battle against these fuckers. Really most nice signs to playing with foot, but if anything, though it seems clearer than I remembered. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, it seems calm here. Thoughts we've been deceived? I mean, yes. I expected a war greeting, but we must not jump to conclusions, not until we have braved the bowl of embers. Hey, to me any moment. He would make any final arrangements. Do so now, and I shall wait your signal. Is there any that you set aside for time to view these scenes in their entirety? No. We have 14 minutes left before the stream's over. I think we're going to have to call it quits. But not completely, because I'm going to go ahead and use that extra time to get started on this. Yeah, we do 14 minutes. I don't trust that to be enough time. I don't want to go over time. So, I am always happy they gave us the, this is going to take a bit. And, hold on. Magnificent. Seriously, that's a great outfit. And that looks heavily similar to the outfit worn by the mask. The fake Griffith. And more importantly, that is a motherfucking Assassin's Creed outfit now. Which, fuck. That's a great outfit for a duelist. Or a Viper. Sorry, I got distracted by appreciating people's outfits. It's always good when you get people who... I like their outfit. I want to show off mine. I was like, I saw someone with a yo outfit. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna show off my warrior and say hello. Lance of a lifetime. Haru, I trust you have continued to come away at perfection in our art. Unusual equestrian today. Finding none of an spare. And finest brought it to me after discovering it during its stroll. Now, but the North Shroud the mystery, but it's a fine piece of craftsmanship. Undeniably Ishgardian, though a few could tell as much as the spirit is missing. To a match, however, the little comforter and wielder for this woman is obvious. Half has been worn smooth for use, revealing its gilded wood. Well, I'm not doing his voice right. It is a king amongst lances. I thank the whaler for his help, though it is great pity he could not find the spirit But in order to be returned to he who loveth, I know I would have distraught if I lost such a treasure. No, bastard, my duties keep me firmly rooted here, yet you, as an adventurer, have spread your branches far and wide by the age spheres. The more veteran, the better. Yes, I now leave this in your capable hands. I think it was mostly their weapon. That with a... Why am I trying... I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm very stupid. Yeah, and here we are. Already 10 minutes left. Ain't that. 10 minutes is enough time to do these kind of cutscenes, so... Veteran Temple Knight. I have been with the Temple Knights for more than years ago, More than a few ups too, so I might help you at last. Broken Spear. Top of that spell, Warren's weapons, Kame has been snapped off. Though there appear to be serviceable condition. Someone else, I haven't seen that last like this since I was the fire. The others like to be as old as me, or dead. What's that one look? Some fool dwindled around when I did. Only himself killed by his skin. It's because we found everything but his lance. And a son too, Craven lad, by the name of... No, known to hang about in broom. Take a lance there if you like, but if alright. I'm glad for it. Any lance that could fit off a few beasts is no place in the Temple Knights. Ah, right. Yeah. Temporally, we are back to the earlier times here. It seems, by all accounts, to be a well-loved and well-made weapon. So, I don't know what you're going on about. Man, supposedly Craven's son. I'm not sure. Hey, come in there like yourself, so lowly soldier like me. This belong to your dad? What's here? Who's in a black shroud? Well, last time I saw it, swiftly my hunter off to out of the horde astride his steed. It's man, until last time I was alive too. We got his body back by. Mangled was killed by measly beast skin and all thing. Damn milksop. A man killed by dragons there and killed by beasts. Well, let's say after my father thinks of a pox on my house. Say, my father's mine to claim. I'll show you some more of the other ranks to only prove to accept a Dravinian's corpse. But I'll fight with a spear. They be mauled to death like my father. Dude, this one is aged real bad now. We're in peacetime. But death like my father. The blow of my weapons. The bow's weapon now. Or it would be if I had a proper one, not dragons. But could you do it? Factory and power, I mean, tis the son of us, I know, but that's so much, son, I'm busy. Why'd you say hello to the adventure? Either way, just me and him now. I fear his parents have suffered for it. And I'm praying to will the bell. He'll eat for a week on the fowl he brings home, but I've got no illusions. Starred life, I want it better from him. Man, I'm not a rich man. I don't have the gil to pay for a comb out of the bow, but given time, I can scrape a bit together. And then I expect you, your finest. This will be level for us on reaching level 33. Ishgard at its fucking worst. Nah. It's, you see ambition in Russell's eyes. I was looking, about to look for you. I'm at here in the markets, and by my reckon I have enough to pay for the best holiday seat that come up you confession. If you allow me a discount. I had to kill a number of lesser dragons for this coin. They paid chefs and any full boy can do for all of them. The real might in the greater Dravinians, swear the warriors too. Well, I may take one's head and win my knighthood with any luck. Admitted me, friend, except I can pay and make me a fine bow. I don't know about this, man. Don't you know this piece on? You should be killing dragons no more. You're not gonna get rewarded for it. I say, from the future to a story that's firmly set in the past. God, I could just imagine that one person watching doing this quest and just banging their head against it as they're in the middle of, I don't know, Stormblood. They have started Carpenter, they just stopped at 50. They've already killed Nidhogg, so... Anyways, what do I need to make this bow? I'll make it off screen, but holy cedar lumber. Hey, I've got 5 of those, so I'm good. Cedar branch. I guarantee you I have I have at least a few of those. Yep. Mithrite ink. Hey, I have wyvern leather on me, left over from one of my other goddamn things I was doing. Mithril ingot. Hey, I got 1 of those. I'm gonna have to make 2. And rainbow red. Raw materials list. But I have everything I need already. I just make the stuff I don't have directly. I don't think I'll be able to make this now, but search crafting. Now, I need to make mithrite ingots and the other ones, then. Might as well do it now. We have a few moments of time. Actually, I might teleport back to Gridania and go over slightly over time. I'll do the rest of this off screen. I should be able to get this thing ready, but I want to start leatherworkers too. I'm not even going to do anything. I'm just going to talk to Jiva and get the Start. Boop, boop. And I believe I just got, along with everyone else in the FC, a chance to go hang out and do RP stuff. I might do that off screen for a little bit. One of these days, I'm going to go through and dye these in between the start of Stormblood. Because no, I won't. But I will immediately. No, I will put. No, I won't. I will, however, turn them into like lambs, colored glams, as soon as they're outmoded and replaced. That's demanding your attention. Oh, good. Something has come recently. It's not happened in a long time. An order has come from Ishkard. Neighborhood has requested a selection of Venya's finest goods. Seems personally she will give it our best. The guild symbols store as a jeweled treasure, but only if I can trust the important. Because I can trust the important by this you and you alone. If I not know anything of the merchants, it's really just an angel order. Well, they'll not take it. Our program puts the balance of those with enough power as it is. Yeah, I believe you can turn her down without offering any offense. And you have learned how to say no for me. In case I can't say I won't be hearing much of about the matter. Yeah. Well, that's it. We don't have time to go charge, so. Alright, well. If that's that, then I'm going to just go ahead and for first time in a while, I'm going to raid somebody. Or at least I think I'm going to raid somebody. Oh, you absolute cuck. There. Fucker. Let's see. Oh, hey! One of the people I follow is on. Mods on the old intro, isn't it, bruv? That's what their stream is called. Darithia. They're playing Sound in Your Door. I love that game. That was a great game. I had a blast streaming it back when, and it's probably playing the remake. Where are the rules? Nice. Be polite. Say hello for me. And always follow the rules they have set, which in this case means no backseating and no spoilers. But, yeah. Yeah, it was HighPriest signing out, and I will see you all next time, folks. Bye.